Welcome to Javon's Night Flicks. 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 The live streams popping, the comments are rocking, and Insomniac's favorite, no need for them knocking. You are now in the sitting spin, I'm at it again. About to hit you with some slapping content. Look at my pocket, I got a piece of steel in it. Real knife lover, they be feeling it, giveaway winner. I hope that you reelin' it, about to take off like the top of a penmanship. Got an extensive collection, I'm giving them flips like a river. This is a reflection of my craftsmanship, and I am the captain. If it ain't 3V, then it's ABL. Saying AD2, then it's Kush as well. It's hard to sell, they starve to swell. So pardon yourself, you caught in your cell. I might as well carry two knives for one job. Out the front, and the other is a hawk. Chilling with hawk, cutting the box. The comment is popping, it's full of the ox. Welcome to Javon's Night Flicks. 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 I have insomnia, I know what the hell I'ma do. Might just watch me some Javon on YouTube. Flip on the flicks, just sit and consume. Grabbing my knife and I'm flipping it too. Up on the screen, I'll be seeing the crew. My daily carry is sharp and it's true. It is a purpose, so what do you do? If you are new, then let me tell you. Welcome to Javon Night Flicks. 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 Welcome to
The Insomniac sitting spins now on the air for the night freaks who can't sleep. I'm the Insomniac Javon, and today we're gonna take a look at some of my flicks. So getting where you fitting, sit down, shut up and listen. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to flick it. Welcome to the Insomniac Sit and Spin. 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 Insomniac sit and spin, about to be live, hanging with each other, talking shit about knives. We sit and we spin, and we vibe in the chat. We listen to Javon just trying to describe where he's at. It is a good time, but who is this fool who talks about knives and EDC tools? Insomniac sit and spin, a weekly live stream. You're in the right place if you know what I mean. Insomniac sit and spin, a weekly live stream. You're in the right place if you know what I mean. Insomniac sit and
Sun went out because we only had a little bit, but are you high on cigarettes? And when that stuff runs out, you're gonna wanna make it. Are you high on cigarettes?
Let's watch Javon's weirdness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Javon's weirdness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Javon's weirdness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Javon's weirdness and get high on cigarettes. Do you know that you're right or wrong? 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 He don't smoke 'em, but he loves it when you do. That's why he's high on cigarettes. And if you find him, you should light him up a few. He's getting high on cigarettes. Let's watch Juvon's Witness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Juvon's Witness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Juvon's Witness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Juvon's Witness and get high on cigarettes.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
What is up, guys? I jumped in here early. Tri-State's still going. I apologize, but I wanted to just jump in, get started, see what's up with everybody, see how everybody's doing, and make sure y'all can hear me, show y'all some cool stuff. I don't think anybody's seen. I think members, I showed some of this stuff too on Sunday afternoon, but I had a big, and Monday, I got some more stuff in. The post office finally got some of the winter storm delayed stuff to my door, and it was long overdue. I've been waiting. Good to see everybody. I'm still fighting a cold, so if I sound kind of stuffy, it's because I am, but I'm sucking it up. It's going to make it happen. We're going to do it. We're going to do it anyway. I'm going to say hey to everybody. Then I'm going to start showing you cool shit. Then we're going to look at some Instagram stuff. And then we're going to go further look at some of the specs on some of the new stuff. So I'm going to try to do more of a planned out. And I'm going to try to evolve this to Friday to where I actually have, what would you call it? A roadmap to run on instead of just coming out here and diarrhea mouthing. I don't want to do that. Marco, but I will do it. I mean, I'm very, very capable of doing it. Derek, what is up, my brother? Good to see you, dude. I'm glad you were able to pop in. I know Derek's a frequent lurker. He runs around quite a bit while he's streaming. And Neil, just so you know, this is another one of those channel member. Good to see you. This is one of those streams that's pushed out both as a vertical stream and as a landscape stream. I've tried to find a way to, and Tuesdays are kind of experimental anyway, but to let more people find the stream and view it the way they want to. I understand. My understanding is the chat rooms don't combine. They combine for me. And I can even tell a little notification in StreamYard if somebody's watching the vertical version on their mobile, or they're watching on their mobile or on their laptop, the regular landscape version. So know you've got a choice. It's not just a vertical stream. However, I put it out there just like I do on Rumble in case people want to watch it. What's that called? Asking for a little more reach. We've got our brother, the Elite Turd Bugler 9000 in the house, gentlemen. I haven't been doing my Richard Scratch. I said Richard Scratch because I was about to click his name. My DJ Scratch. Roman Gnome, what is up? What is up? And it's weird because I ate dinner with my mom last night, and she gave me some stuff she got at where she told me either Walmart or Kroger, some random place, and she was trying to tell me that she had to get it from the pharmacist because it had the pseudoephedrine or whatever that really dries your head up. And my head does feel very, very dried up, but my ears and my balance and my sinuses just feel like shit, and my throat's still kind of scratchy. So I think when I when Friday night, Kyle suggested I get some zinc, some vitamin C, and some Zircams, I should have done that first thing Saturday morning. And I probably would not be sitting here feeling not shitty, but just much less than myself right now. It's definitely a struggle. Struggle's real, but we're doing it. What is up, B Shady? Good to see you, man. I bought a knife today at work, as a matter of fact. I posted it earlier on Instagram. And would you know that they sold every one of those cheetah cubs that came in? That's going to be a really hot knife. If y'all get a chance to buy, and we're waiting on several more in different, like they're probably 18 different handle configurations. All the major outfitters, DLT, River's Edge, Blade HQ have them. But they're a model that was re-released in 2026. It's a little locked back with bolsters, swinging bolsters. And my understanding is, as fast as they've been, I think the first sellout was less than an hour. And today, before 3 o'clock, 18 of them were gone from a little store in Huntsville, Alabama. Several of them got put in boxes. So they were shipped to people out of the area. He posts on his Facebook group. They follow him because he is kind of a case knife wizard guy. And it's the designs, ironically, that has gotten me kind of looking at slip joints again. And what sucks is this knife, I bought it today. I love the handles, but it's coming in 2 handles I really love. The black curly maple or black curly oak and the blue sycamore are just amazing. We'll look at those. Maybe I'll add that to our, I'm getting sidetracked. Sorry, guys. Cat scratch knives, what is up? That was knife related, though. That was a knife related rant, and I pulled myself out before it got too crazy. What is up? 1931 Leatherworks is in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Larry, 24, what is up? Hello, hello. Everybody say hi to Larry. Dr. Drudu, what is up, man? I hadn't seen you in a while, probably a couple of days, but it's good to see you, buddy. And I am having a hard time seeing, not because of my cold, but just because I probably need a 1X on my reading glasses. I think my eyes are just slowly getting, maybe not as slow as I'd like, but they're getting older. So Bex Scooter, my brother from another mother. Dude, it's so good to see you in chat again. I miss Scooter. Scooter and I have been communicating in chat since 2021, maybe 2020, probably earlier than that, 2020. In a really small little circle that ran around Grateful Panic for a while. And then we've always talked about meeting up at Blade Show, but it coincides with a very special date in his life. That weekend, the first weekend of June. And this past year, he was able to go because it didn't hit that date. And it was so great getting to see him and hang out with him. And he was no different, ironically, not really, because everybody I've met online that I've met in real life at Blade Show and beyond have been pretty much the same people. I don't think there are a lot of people on here. I say that, I'll knock on wood, because I'm sure there are just as many that pose on here that I wouldn't be aware of. But the ones I've met, like Derek, like Addicted to Knives, I can just name them off. Stevie, Maddie, Forrest, I could just go on and on, but they're all just great people. And it's good to see you, Sobek Scooter. B Shady, what is up, brother? One of the finest. We'll check his Instagram out. He'll have a post that's on my timeline when we jump over there, because we're going to do the timeline dance where we go down it until I start getting ads. And then I've got a couple that I've been looking at that I just wanted to share with you guys. And then we'll jump off into the next thing, which tonight is going to be Lynch Northwest, especially their knife division and the Swift 6. Fire Marshal Cheeto is in the house. What is up, Cheeto? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome, welcome. And we'll go tonight for a while, guys. I just started early. Paul Mills, channel member, my brother. What is up, Paul? Good to see you, dude. But yeah, Tri-State's still live, and he was doing some Blade binge. I've been watching him backstage here while I was waiting. If I didn't sit back here plugged up like 15 minutes before I started, I would fall asleep. Richard knows, on the couch, and I would slip sleep through my life, or at least till people started blowing me up via text and phone calls. Thank God for those people that are plugged into me, because yeah, I have these what do you call it? God, what's the syndrome where narcolepsy? I have some narcolepsy going on. Where I sleep in little spurts. I can fall asleep. Not when I'm engaged. If my brain is engaged, I can stay awake. If I'm watching something like on YouTube, um, I can just turn off. It's weird. It's just a weird superpower I possess with my micro napping comes hardcore narcolepsy. So that's why I was sitting over here plugged in because I didn't get tired. Conga Blades, what is up? Doing awesome stuff. Doing awesome stuff. Oh man, I'm so glad to see this young man. What's up, brother?
What's up?
I'm gonna leave my table up here for just a second, even though Tippy's ass is on it, because I'm gonna show off a couple things here in a second. One, I know you'll want to see. I was just saying hi to everybody. Cliff, what is up? How are you, bud?
Me?
You.
I'm fucking great.
That's awesome. Check this out, Shane.
What is that?
You know what that is?
Oh yeah, that's your
We're gonna look at that
leather sheath for the tried and true.
Yeah, we're gonna look at that here in a second. I did want to show you my most Shane, you're a sheepdog fan, right? Kaiser sheepdog?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Kaiser sheepdog survival?
No.
It just came out. Check this motherfucker. It's 1/4 inch, dude. I know
it's cool. I just, and it has nothing to do with Kaiser. I don't like short clips. Like if you're going to clip the point, I like for it to be.
I get it.
That's just my style, though.
And your style's valid. I just love to see them doing crazy, stupid shit. And it's $10.95, which they do it, I think, because there's a perception through their lens.
Yeah.
$10.95's outdoor woodsy stuff. If we do, they're just. I think that's kind of how they justify
but it is
marketing, right? But it's their marketing decision,
right?
And I'm about to do.
You before we get too deep into tonight, you asked me how I'm doing. And I told you I was great. I'm sure.
I wasn't going to dig into it, and I didn't say nothing.
I'm sure that's kind of a shock to you.
No, it's what I was going to talk to you about offline.
Yeah, I've had a very traumatic few days, but it's really weird how. I don't know how to put it to words, dude, but like the sky just kind of opened up.
The universe provides, brother.
And everything dumped on me at once and forced me to deal with it. And I did. I just got up and faced it head on, and it's just I would sound crazy if I tried to explain it. But yeah. Everything's not okay.
No, but you feel great. That's what I mean, and that's what I wasn't going to try to text this to you, but when I saw you in the shop today, the picture of his buddy, the shop dog.
Yeah, that's not my shop.
I know it's not, but the fact that you were somewhere that said shop and there was a dog with you, I knew you were better without even having to ask.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of stress away today.
Well, and let me tell you something, dude. Amen. Because if you try that with a cat, which I do, you bleed quite a bit. That's why my hands are always ragged on knife videos. But the universe is always going to dump on us.
Yeah.
But it provides by giving you little windows of your mind of the ability to push it into a compartment, right? They say women do that. If there are any women, I'm not saying this to offend you. A woman told me this, but that women can compartmentalize different parts of their life. And this is something I learned or I heard about from a communication class that I should have gone to. I'm not going to tell you who told me that. But anyway, men don't, right? So it's there's nothing wrong if you can get the power to compartmentalize and push stuff out of your way, so that you can just deal with it, continue to feel it. But I always think you're knocking. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to pull you off.
Yeah, it just like I said, man, it dumped. On top of all that I had to deal with, all I had on my hands, it literally dumped everything, like 50 plus years, all at the same time. And
I can't.
it was quite overwhelming, but at the same time, it was awakening too. You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of woke me up to stuff that I've been struggling with for years that I didn't know how to deal with, and it showed me that, you know, my biggest issue throughout my entire life is I just wasn't willing to get up and face it head on. Like, I would lay there and waller in my depression, or waller in my problems. And, you know, I asked, it was actually said Stevie I talked to today, and I asked him, I was like, man, why is it, I don't know if it's all men, but me being a man, why is it that I have less issue throwing hands with a grown man than having a verbal confrontation? And he's like, because you don't want to fucking deal with your feelings. I was like, you're 100% right. I don't like them. I don't like dealing with them. But I
None of
learned
us do. You're not alone. You're not alone, dude.
I learned a lot of valuable lessons. And I've learned it before, maybe to a smaller scale. But today was really eye-opening. Like, I just got up and I fucking dealt with it, and I pushed through it. And when it was over, I realized how easy it was, how I didn't feel like shit. I didn't feel bad about myself. And it literally was like just the weight of the world being lifted off my shoulders. And it showed me that, you know, I need to do this with every negative aspect of my life. I just deal with it, push through it, and get it over with.
And I tell people what I call Shane wisdom moments. But one of the most beautiful things about you is you deal with things that we all deal with, and you deal with some heavy shit. But you're not only is it hard to talk to somebody about it, but you're willing to come out on a live stream and share. And there's so many people that are going through similar shit. And I think it's just a testament to thank you for being open and sharing shit like that. But everybody hopefully will realize that if you just trudge forward and make yourself do that shit you don't want to do, life goes on. I mean, it might not get better, but life goes on. You know?
Exactly right. It might not get better, but you don't have to make it worse for yourself.
That's right.
That's exactly what I was doing. Life would be a little bit worse, and I'd make it way worse for myself. So, you know, and I do need some accountability. You know, I've got people around me.
Yeah, I know.
That I hope hold me accountable to what I'm saying today, because I can't continue that way, or I'm going to lay there and rot. You know.
No, you got too much stuff coming your way. I can tell you that right now. You know, my camera went away.
Your what?
My camera went away because one of the cats. Check this out.
Yeah. How you doing, Kyle?
I'm doing well. How are you?
You feeling better, buddy?
Yeah.
Good. Good deal. Good deal.
I wanted to show y'all another not.
Let me take a brief moment to explain that shop situation.
You do it.
The shop that I've been hanging out is actually called Driven Street Performance. They build custom street racing, drag racing chassis. And then they build the engine and install it. It's really, I've been a mechanic for 30 years, but I've never experienced this aspect of it. And then they fire it. And once they fire that engine and it goes, wah, 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 they shut it off and they're done. It's not drivable.
Hold on a second. So this is after they've completed a build?
Yes, but their part of the build is to build the drag chassis, the suspension, install the engine, build the engine, install it, all that. And then when it's all bolted together, they hit it. And when it hits and fires, it don't matter if it backfires, if it runs poorly. When it fires, they shut it off. They call the customer and collect their check. And the reason it's like that is because these are literally like 1,500 to 2,000 horsepower, all aluminum, big block, twin turbo drag engines. There's no turbos on them yet. Now, the one I shared the video recently, it's finished. Well, it's still like tuned when I posted that video, but it's tuned now. But this truck from today, there's no turbos on it. You got to think about, well, this engine was built for turbo. It's got injectors that the nozzles are bigger than your finger. So it's dumping all the, it's never going to run right. So it goes from here to this shop that custom builds the turbo setup. Because like with the twin turbo, you want all the pipes to have the exact same CFM, the same flow, everything to be exact. Because you're searching for thousandths of a second faster. So there's a shop that specializes, they'll do that. And then when that part's done, there's this local guy that comes in, plugs in a laptop, and dials that thing into as perfect and as powerful as it can possibly be. And then if it needs paint or whatever, it goes to a different shop. But most of these people don't do it all. But the front part of this building is a really nice lobby. Kyle saw part of it in the picture I sent him today. It's a lot of comfortable couches, a 80-something inch television, high-end surround system, probably $10,000 worth of bourbon on shelves. That's the Black Diamond Social Club. It's all the same building, but there's a wall that separates them. So guys who hang out at the Black Diamond can go back there in the shop and watch them work and experience this kind of stuff and learn. But the front part of the building is mainly just a hangout for dudes. You know, this local guy, you guys have heard me talk about Big Chap before, that he rolled up in Big Chap's driveway on a golf cart and said, I want to start a gang. Chap said, I'm in. So that's how it started. But we just all get together, and we're not all sitting around crying on each other's shoulder. We all just get together and talk about the good old days and cut up and say inappropriate shit and play spades and sip bourbons and smoke cigars, just whatever. And it's been a really healthy environment for me. You know,
that's awesome, dude.
People of, that are like-minded, and yeah, it's been pretty cool.
I love it, man.
But Buddy's the new shop dog. He belongs to one of the mechanics, Wes. Wes's wife is from Mexico, and he has two children with her. And
that was the yellow lab, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The yellow lab is their puppy, the two little kids. And they are literally the most beautiful children I've ever laid eyes on, dude. They are so adorable. But it was
what's up, Todd Carr?
What's up, Todd? How you doing,
Nick
man?
Ranger, what's up?
Dr. Drew?
Homer. I haven't been saying hi to anybody. I've been listening to Shane's story. I'm going to show you guys this. I love this.
What is that?
Guess what it's made out of? I'm going to tell you in just a second. It's crewware.
I'm guessing it's made out of crewware.
It's Lynch's second knife. It's the Swift 6.
Okay.
Made up, and they make this under, Shane, you'll like this, one roof. It's made, assembled, finished, packaged. Well, I don't know if it's packaged and shipped from the, I guess it is. Yeah. But they put that on their website, so they don't have anybody else doing any parts. He's running all the parts. But I like that he used crewware.
If Lynch Northwest dominated the knife market and put me out of business, I couldn't think of a better company I'd rather put me out of business.
Oh, Casey's wonderful. And he wouldn't, they're not going to put you out of business.
I know. I'm just saying, if that was what it come down to.
Tell me if this is good, because it's on the COA. This is crewware at 62 HRC.
Perfectly fine.
Okay. What I like about this knife, the Sparrow 7's a little big for me. That knife it was his first knife. And I think it's called Lynch Northwest Knives. I could be wrong. I think he's got a division that he's starting to try to branch out. But this is
correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure he would have separated those businesses for tax purposes, right?
I don't know if it's for branding or tax purposes. I'm sure you could do the tax purpose without trying to give yourself a knife brand. I think he wants to be known as a knife maker. And he's doing a dang good job on this little guy, because this size at 6.6 inches, perfect for me, not a lot of blade, but my card is very thin.
It looks normal sized in your hands.
I know.
It looks like an 8 inches.
And it's but the spine is thick for the size, and it gets very, very slicey. This is if you watch my unboxing, which I don't know if it's
does it have a discal taper? Does it gradually get thinner out towards the tip?
What do you mean by that?
Is the blade thicker at the ricasso than it is at the tip? Is it? I don't think, does it just get thinner in one small section, or does it get thinner all the way down?
What
It
angle
looks
do I
like
need
it
to
gets
show
thinner all
you?
the way down.
It does seem like I would think yes to that answer
Yeah.
because I think what it does is a pyramid's getting narrower towards the tip.
Yeah.
When you look down the spine.
Yeah, but like right there at the top of that angle where it turns down to the tip, you see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Corner? All right, so at that corner, is it slightly thinner than it is back at the ricasso, like where the handle meets up?
No, it looks
Okay.
100% the same thickness.
Okay.
And
That's what
I'm
I mean.
sure this was done by a machine.
Yeah.
So how would a machine typically have you programmed it?
Yeah.
But I was talking to the sheath is totally unique. A lot of people don't. Well, a lot of people. Tate, my little Asian Korean buddy at work, didn't like the sheath. I really like it. John, the old guy, hated it because this has the pocket dropper option. You can also get a belt clip to put it on your belt and carry it like an old man. But he doesn't like the fact that you have the thumb ramp perfectly fits before the clip hits my hand. And I understand his point. He wants to be able to just grab his knife and pull it out like a caveman. So I told him that's why he would do a belt clip. But this, to me, it just seems designed. I don't know if you can tell what I'm talking about here.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
it's a pancake sheath.
He feels like the clip is kind of intrusive of the thumb ramp.
Correct. He would rather have it mount high.
It's forcing him to use his pinky to grip the knife and his thumb to pop it loose, but he can't grip the hole. I get it.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's not that, but it's for him. It's not that he can't. It's that he don't like to.
Right.
But anyway, I think it's designed. I think somebody thought it out, and there's somebody that collaborated on this knife. And when I do the review, I'll know.
We lost Kyle. We didn't let him talk enough.
No way. Oh, he'll come back. Smith is a maker's mark on the other side of the blade. So I need to find out from Casey or one of his boys who the inspiration collaboration with this was.
I'm sure Stevie knows. He's in here.
Is Stevie in here? Joe sent me a picture of your sheath, Stevie. What's up, buddy? I forgot to send. I sent Shane and Ryan. I hadn't sent Stevie.
Lucky Dog's in here too, John.
Hey, what's up, Andrew? I always dox Andrew. I think he puts his name out there though.
Yeah. Stevie says,
look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, that was right before he left.
Hey, it's not Kyle's knife flicks, fuck stick.
Exactly.
I have to talk to these. These are my people. I love these guys. But this is a winner in a huge way. I'm so proud of Lynch for making it and choosing Crewwear, not doing it out of MagnaCut again. Because the first one he used both CPM 154 and MagnaCut.
Right.
Anyway,
yeah, I like that knife more in Crewwear too. I mean, would I have rated it 62? No.
Andrew said, "Hey, edgy."
I'm not making batch knives for the masses either.
So what would you say would be ideal?
62.
What would you run it at?
Production wise, probably 62.
Now, I'm not asking that. I'm asking if I wanted to do
for a custom blade, I'd say 64.
So if we wanted to do a fret in Crewwear,
right,
we do it in 64.
The thugs, but that's not a production knife for the masses. If you're trying to run a company and make money, 62.
Right. Have you seen the new Cavill little fixed blade? It's the first thing that reminds me of a fret. The spine does.
I've seen several knives, and I'm sure that's like, since I've released the thug and the fret, it seems like I constantly see knives that remind me of them. But it's just like buying. If you bought something obscure, say a Renault here in Alabama, and started driving it around, you would notice every Renault.
I do too, Paul.
Well, maybe
Best comment of the night. That's what I'm going to name I've got to write these down, my possible names for the live stream when it's not live anymore. Hold on. Javon's fuck sticks or doors, so buckle up. I like that one.
Yeah, maybe we'll do something to fix that, dude. I've got some.
Thomas.
I got some work to do. So.
Does that mean you got one, Thomas? I've not gotten one yet. That's the one that the superhero design Peace Neighbor. I can't think of his first name, but I like Peace Neighbor stuff. I've got his hat. Is that the one that you're talking about? Hey, I don't know if you said hey to Andrew, but he said hey to you.
What's up, Andrew? I'll be honest, Paul. The reason I haven't been doing Sunday Night Lives is because this foot situation has really been getting me down. It's keeping me from working. And if I'm not working, I don't feel like I have anything to talk about. But in case you guys want to see what it looks like, it's not supposed to look like that.
No, dude.
That's what it looks like right now. And they moved my appointment from February to March. How awesome is that? So, anyway, I'm trying not to let it get me down, but it's, it's definitely threw a wrench in the gears. So that's why I haven't been going live on Sunday. I haven't been able to work, so I don't get excited, motivated about going live to talk about stuff because I don't
get it.
I haven't got anything done.
I get it. Well, dude, I hope you get put back together. And you're not wearing that boot at all. I know it just sucks, and it's just not comfortable.
John, I honestly can't wear the boot. Like, I'm so arthritic, I can't bend over to put it on. So what I do? If you can't put it on, you can't wear it.
Right.
There is a alternative, and hopefully in March, I can talk them into spending the money to buy the alternative.
Well,
maybe I even need to. I don't know how long it would take me to save up to buy that thing, but it's like $1,200.
That's the GoFundMe type thing right there, where I would set it up and stand behind. I know you wouldn't, but that's the kind of thing you're good for it. You'll pay it back in karma all fucking year long. Yeah. Don't even think about that. Thomas, what I was saying without knowing his name, I was introduced to him on Lefty's Live. I found him to be one of the most humble, non-actor Hollywood guys. He does post a lot of stuff, but I don't blame him for it, I guess.
You want Sean Ashmore?
Yeah.
He's a Hollywood guy?
You knew that.
No, I didn't really.
He's one of the Avengers, dude. He's like a major A-list actor.
Oh, okay.
But he's a really nice knife guy. He's an authentic knife guy.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably his design is very gorgeous. Sorry for talking too much. Glad you came back.
Don't be snotty with me.
I'm being pleasant with you, dude. I'm on
no,
my
you weren't. That was sarcastic as all get out.
There's no sarcasm there. You want to see sarcastic? Look what I bought today.
Terry said X-Men, not Avengers. Thanks, Terry.
I'm sorry.
I couldn't think of who Avenger that I didn't know the name of was.
Really nice guy. So I bought a Peace Neighbor hat right after that live stream. And I did not buy one of his Civivis because I did not like the look of that. I'm not a big fan of Civivi. I'm just going to say it right now. They're not my number one budget knife guys anymore. They lost me. No, it's not the reason. It's part of the reason. Part of the reason is after the button lock Quibbit. I don't know if they've made anything that really inspired me. I did not like the big thing that's supposed to be like a Wii, and the FG is still the greatest budget knife under $100 made. My 100% number one best budget knife under $100 is a Civivi FG, field grade. What's it called? The Vision FG. I couldn't think of that word. So I don't hate them. I just don't think they do much that's inspiring. And they're very kind of just dismissive people, which is fine.
What up, bonk bonk?
Bonk bonk with Little Caesars. We all need some Caesars.
What's up, everybody?
Good to see you, Kyle.
Good to see you, John.
Those little Hispanic kids are trying to teach me Spanish, and it's adorable.
I wish I'd
take that's going well.
It's not. And they think it's hilarious when I can't say things.
Have you ever tried to Google Translate, screw them, and sit there and just let it translate it for you?
There's the answer. Richard Hopkins just answered it. That's why people have fallen out of love with Civivi. They've made so many knives, and they're all so close. You can tell it's Civivi when you look at it, and nobody gives a shit anymore.
There was a real popular.
It's the same. I won't say it's the same with all Kaisers, but with the higher end Kaisers, it's all the same. Like you can look at a titanium frame lock Kaiser and know it's a fucking Kaiser.
I'm going to show you a deal breaker. I think this is a beautiful knife.
Okay.
This is it's titanium in micarta.
Yeah.
It's S45.
Yeah.
Liner lock. I want to show you the clip.
You're lagging on me now, right when I need to see it.
Oh, dude.
Oh, the screen froze.
It'll come back because I can still see it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It matches the pivot.
Right.
Shiny silver. I think it makes it look cheap.
The clip does look cheap for sure.
Yeah, the clip.
Thank you.
The shiny clip does.
Now this is a $150 knife.
That's a what?
$150 for S45 titanium and micarta.
From who?
Kaiser.
Oh, yeah.
That's the price range. These
That's a good price.
they'll do every now and then.
Because I was hanging out at Kohl's too, and I even commented I was a little proud of Kohl because this next drop of tri-stashes, regardless of whatever you think of it.
That's my favorite creator knife, and that's what my video says. The first one.
I mean, it's priced at what, 140?
I don't know the most recent. I wasn't into that long.
I don't think it's. Yeah, I told him I was like, I'm proud of that price. I don't have an issue with
the
that.
first ones weren't. The first ones were expensive.
Yeah, the first ones were OEM by Best Tech, was it, or was it?
Well, I think these are a slightly lower grade. They're 154 CEM and
yeah.
So,
and he's done liner locks since then. He's made it available with different locks. The only problem I had with that whole thing was the fucking mustache. I mean, I reviewed it. I thought this knife feels great. I do think he should have given more credit to Golden Designs. Because he made it sound like they were something that he came up with, that lock.
Right.
And it's not. It was.
What's Kathleen talking about? What's this semi-circular top liner lock Kaiser's using?
Let me show you. The Folka. They also use, and I showed this knife to Tate. He knows who Norplex is. Company that makes this Ultra X micarta.
Closed, that kind of looks like a CJRB feldspar.
But let me show you something. So all my button locks, including my Malibu, they have a full circle around them.
What's it called again?
You have to put your finger in there.
What's it called again?
This is called the Folka, PHOCA.
No fucking way do I want that.
Dude, it's a very comfortable knife. But what I want to show you is this button lock. It's ingenious because you can just literally roll your finger over like you would on a compression lock and pinch it. There's no having to get your finger fat down in the hole of almost every other top liner lock. It's not a button lock, so the liner's pushed over. It's a top liner lock engaging it. When you push that button, I'm not going to be able to film this. Anyway, watch my unboxing video, and I'll really point it out because Kaiser's top button lock and this moon button shape that a lot of people notice. I think it's kind of revolutionary. It's got purpose, and it's just great. It's a great feature. I like the way these things feel. And the Folka, word to your mother, and nobody I don't think believes me on this, but I've got both of them. The Seagull, which is my budget knife of the year for 2025, is the exact same handle. These are both internal Kaiser designs, but the handle is so freaking ergonomic. It's contoured, and this nice 50 something bucks in AEBL with a top liner lock.
That's a good price point. But let me ask this, John, because you mentioned it. I'm not picking on you, only because you mentioned it. You said it's revolutionary. What difference does it make of a little bit of button? Like, I never had an issue with the button lock before. I'm not quite sure I understand.
I'm talking about the what I mean by revolutionary is not being fully recessed in a little cutout.
Yeah, I don't know. He's talking about the accessibility of the button, Kyle.
Yeah,
but you use the corner of your thumb anyways. You don't use the fat.
The moon matches the side of the knife, so it's gonna not
the whole exposed corner there there. You
and
can
it's
use
right there
it.
all the way to the edge of the knife instead of being set in here to have to be depressed. Which, if you look at every other button lock, it's set off of the actual side of the knife. And when you go to close it,
I want to touch on that, John.
when you go to close it, you just roll your finger, and it. Because I use my Malibu all the time, and this does feel revolutionary.
To me,
I want to touch on that because I'm actually agreeing with you here because I understand what you're saying, but like everybody knows what a fan of ABW I am, and I got an ABW auto recently, and I sold it. I sold it because I thought it was excellent.
Thank you for saying that, for telling that
But
story.
because of my handicap, I could not access the button.
A to Z couldn't access the button either. He couldn't make it open.
I told the person that bought it that I had issues accessing the button. So I get it. If the ABW Model 2 had that exposed corner that I could easily find and access, I would have kept that knife. So it is. I can see that it's kind of a big deal.
I mean it's a big deal. I just think it's a nice touch.
Yeah.
I was going to point out a really nice touch here. And you probably won't be able to see it on my screen, but see this leather form sheath?
Yeah.
Can you see this little notch right here in the leather?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's my old sheath that works perfectly well. There's no real notch there. It's there, but it's not as pronounced.
Right.
And this sheath, this sheath's not coming out. TRM and the guy that makes the sheath for him put that little notch there because it locks it like Kydex. This thing now has a tactile. Let me get it past that. So when I go to push it in, it clicks.
Right.
You feel it like seat itself, which again, it's overkill, but it's just the little things, the little details that I think set things off. And I noticed, hey, Creeley Blades, Mr. Gary Creeley's in the house. My Blade Yoda.
What's up, Gary? So, John, the reason why I was getting at that was I'm not picking on the knife. But to me, having that a little bit of protection all the way around it helps from if you just roll your thumb over that and you got your hand underneath, you can freely drop that blade on yourself.
True, but you'd have to give it a good push because it's a liner. You'd have to give it enough space, and you could do that. I agree with that. There's a reason that it's difficult to depress that button because you don't want to close it.
Yeah, to me, I've never had an issue because I also don't use the whole pad of my thumb if I'm on a button lock.
Right.
Hey, I try not to stay away from it.
I don't have a problem with it either. But like A to Z EDC sold his or could not get my automatic ABW to open. And I can open it without even thinking about it because of the shape of his thumb. And if you look at like the Malibu and other knives, the Civivi, Quibbit, they're all kind of set off of the spine a little ways. What's up, Rob's Nerdy Knives?
Yeah, Kyle, I can see where it would benefit me, but it would be, it wouldn't benefit you at all. You might not even like it because of that, but it would benefit me. So I get that.
So
when you buying one, you're going to use Javon's link?
No. I'm going to send him one. I've got one.
Nice, boring as hell.
So this is something I saw, the big one. This is a case. I can't believe I'm buying slip joints again. God help me. But these came in today, and the last drop that came in last week, I say drop because we get 9 and 9, 18, and they were sold out in less than 30 minutes because John puts it on his Facebook group, and he's got a very active Facebook group in the case traditional knife community. But this is called the Cheetah Cub. And this is a terrible color, but I didn't know they were getting more colors in. It's 4-night blue or something. But it's a single blade, which is my jam. It's locked back, but watch the bolsters.
Yeah, I've seen that before on cases.
Just on the Cub. This is the Cheetah. But I love this little knife. I just think it's cool, different. It's got a half stop.
I'm glad you like it. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of
I like it because it's different.
Right. I'm not a fan of a guard that sticks out the spine. I am one that sticks out the blade side, But when I want to lay my thumb on the spine and the guard stops me, like my Cold Steel GI Tonto at $28, still like $28-$30 on Midway. Great knife. The first thing I do when I bought it, though, is cut that nub off the spine because I'm not in the practice of running around stabbing people in combat. But if I was, I feel like the guard on the edge side is plenty, but that sticking out of the spine kept me from doing other things with that knife. So
I'm curious why and when Case came with this and what their purpose for doing it was. Because they're a pretty purpose-driven little company, believe it or not. They're methodical in what they produce. Like the doctor's knife that has what I think would be a perfect cocaine addict knife.
Well, Jeffrey Dawson, I could probably open that knife, so I appreciate it.
But I just think that's a beautiful
for how long,
knife.
I'm going to lose them all in the near future. But right now, I could probably open the meth teeth knife.
I've got another one for you, Shane, that I'm sending down your way. You're going to love this. What does this remind you of?
Can't see it.
I'm going to be honest what it reminds me of. It reminds me of the Benchmade.
Thank you.
Benchmade, the little Tanto that you could get in 3V or M4, the Benchmade.
It's hideous.
Look at this. It gets worse. What?
Yeah, that was just, what is it? The Benchmade what?
I don't know. The
triage.
No, it's forget the belt tool. It looks like the Benchmade that has the aluminum handles.
Was that the weekend?
No, you can get it with aluminum handles and M4. It's the Benchmade something out. I understand why y'all are saying triage, but forget the seatbelt cutter. Not the tag out.
The
Illuminati said barrage.
Bailout? Bailout?
Yeah.
The blade shape looks like it, but it's This is the Kaiser Aegis T. And it's inexpensive. It's designed to be like a not necessarily an EMT, because I don't think it's definitely not a gut hook, but it's just like a survival hiking knife, right? I guess.
It's a Benchmade copy because that's what Kaiser does.
Well, sure. I mean, they copied it, but that's the marketing purpose. Because all I do is I read what their marketing team put out about what it's supposed to be. What was their reason for designing it? You know, I can tell you it's not my jam. I said that on the unboxing, and I'll say it on the video too. There she is.
Look at there.
What's up, buddy?
How y'all doing?
Your chime's a little loud on your.
Yeah, I'll turn that down.
Oh, I think it was probably my computer.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Do we need to put your TV again?
Yeah.
No, that is a clear rip-off, dude. Let me get it to pull up.
You know who's the number 2 most powerful? Has the number 2 most powerful attorneys? Benchmade. Go after him.
Look at the shape of the handle up towards the blade where it
Look at
flares out.
Look at the butt though. Well,
okay, they didn't cut the corner off the butt. That is a clear rip-off from Benchmade.
I'm not saying it's not inspired by Benchmade.
If you can't afford a bailout, you don't love your country, then buy that one.
Benchmade has the second most powerful attorneys, and they will go right after Kaiser if there's a way to, and make that not happen.
You can't sue a company that doesn't.
You know what I learned today? The reason I said the second, don't even get caught up on the suing part. You know who's the by far the most profitable knife company by like no even close numbers? Microtech. Their cash reserve.
That's what I was going to say. And then they're also probably the most litigious as well too.
They're not. Their lawyers are the most on staff and the best probably. But they fucking Gavin Hawk.
Show us what you got, buddy.
Because Tony's a dickhead.
Show us what you got in you, Ryan.
But the truth prevails. Bluminati. Ryan, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Give me just. I'm trying to turn my.
I'm gonna show another shitty Kaiser.
We were just kidding, dude. It only beeped once. We don't care.
No. Every time my phone goes off, it's going to do it if I don't cut it off.
It was just something to pick at you about.
It doesn't bother me a bit. It was loud in my ear, but I can get past it.
It's really loud. It drives me up the wall.
Is that a Vero?
Nope. This is a Kaiser. They use LMAX, $160.
Vero copy, huh?
Sure they do.
No. It's somebody else's design. This is Jonathan Styles' design. Doesn't even look like a Vero. What Vero does that look like?
I bet he was masturbating to pictures of Joseph Vero when he designed that knife, though.
What Vero does it look like? I don't even see that comparison.
I don't know. It just screams Vero to me.
No. I think you're just reaching. You're hating.
I mean, the last time I masturbated to a picture of Joseph Vero, I designed a knife, something like that.
I don't even think, what's her name, Mary? I don't even think his wife is worthy of a masturbation picture when you got so many pretty or nice people.
I'm not talking about a female. I'm talking about the stud Joseph Vero.
He shaves his arms? No offense.
He's a good looking man.
He is a good
He
looking
ain't
man.
good looking as Ryan with that bandana on his head, but he's a pretty good looking man.
It's not a bandana, it's a toboggan. That's why I asked him if he was cold.
Bingo.
No, it's a
I
bandana.
thought it was.
I wear them under my hard hat. My hard
Oh,
hat
is it a
gets on my
bandana?
forehead.
Are you wearing like a dope helmet, or do you have it wrapped around your head?
No, it's just like a liner for my hard hat.
Could you pull it down over your mouth to make it double as a COVID mask? Just in case?
Yes, you could.
Show me.
You definitely could.
Do they make them in kid sizes for John if he comes to work for you?
Bootlegger, take that off. Bootlegger.
No political talk on this.
Oh, yeah.
We're not gonna go there.
There
was a big protest in Huntsville this weekend. They stood on Governor's Drive.
John?
I don't get out there because I pack heat all the time and I don't get shot.
It was weird. I had a guy ask me a question today, and I don't think he got the answer he expected. Because this particular guy knows that I'm a fan of the music of Rage Against the Machine. He was like, what do you think about Tom Morello doing that free concert in Minneapolis? I was like, I mean, it fits. Those are his people. They're Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, they're fighting the...
Makes perfectly good sense. And
Tom Morello's been a bitch for years.
He was like, but he was out there marching with a sign. Like, yeah, he's exercising his constitutional right.
What you expect?
I don't have an issue with people protesting. It's once they hinder somebody else from their pursuit of happiness, they injure someone, or they stop a business from making its money. Well, then I'm fine with them getting their fucking head cracked open. But up until that point, that's their constitutional right. And we should all be happy that they're practicing it. Just like the idiot you see walking around town. Well, you may not there, but here, sometimes you'll see guys walk through Walmart with AR-15 on their back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dumb, but he's exercising his constitutional right. If people
100%.
don't exercise them, they're going to take them away.
Shane,
Yeah.
I could care less what he does about concerts like that, but he's been a bitch for years as far as the direction they took that.
Absolutely. He's the same guy that 5 years ago was saying, lick the boot, take the shot, do what the government tells you.
No
now he's like,
politics.
F the government.
What's going on, Mr. Kodak?
He's just trying to stay relevant. But the music was fucking awesome. That's all that matters.
And that's all that matters. And they're more they're like transparent images. Don't even wait for the protest. Just go fucking break shit. I mean, the way I always thought of Rage Against the Machine, they were like, they don't give a fuck. So what I think everybody realizes is Hollywood, along with a lot of other powerful, that's the wrong word, perceive, what do you call them? They're projectable people are, as they get more successful, they're brought in and their mind melted.
Right.
Not one way or the other, just because that's what the state or the powers that be need a mouthpiece that validates their point.
Look, all I care about is dun 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 dun. It gets my
Bomb Track used to wake me up every morning.
Hell yeah.
I love Bomb Track.
I was in the military screaming, killing in the name of.
What's the lead singer's
That
name?
makes no sense. Zach didn't show up. Apparently, he's not dedicated enough.
No, they hate each other. That's why I think Tom Morello might be a real
Listen,
prick.
Tom Morello and Bruce Springsteen.
What's up with that?
Stevie, what's up?
I'm proud they put on a concert for their people.
Who's that?
Tom Morello did a free
Rob,
concert.
you need to have a conversation when Creeley's online with us because he's so knowledgeable on the. It depends on probably which batch. I mean, there's some interesting things I learned about Magnum Max. It's going to be a fantastic steel, and that's a beautiful knife. I saw your shorts on it.
Tom Morello's a douche.
Oh, I agree, but I don't have a problem. This particular guy just thought I would have an issue with it. I'm not that person.
Oh, did someone thought that you'd be mad at Tom Morello for being Tom Morello?
Well, they were just trying to get a response out of me.
Tom Morello. Just if you search Tom Morello 5-spot Seattle,
yeah,
it's all documented. He's a douche for other reasons, but
right. But he's an incredible guitar player.
Yeah,
that's all.
He's what he does, but I don't think he's in the top 10 by a stretch. He's probably in the top 20 for me.
It's becoming more and more relevant that it's entirely possible that Zach Bryan, may have some liberal beliefs, and people have. And I don't care.
No, it doesn't matter what they've. Did y'all see Gene Simmons get caught on the red carpet?
Shut up and dance.
Well, they asked him about.
That's the way I am. I like the music, not his political beliefs.
Shut up and dance.
Did y'all see the Gene Simmons where they actually walked up to him? They're like, "So what do you think about?" And it was a very pointed question about something Trump did. And he goes, "What the fuck do you care?" And then he goes off and he in a short paragraph sets the guy up. Why do y'all care what we think? Exactly. He goes, "Where I come from, you vote behind a curtain. It doesn't fucking matter to you. It doesn't matter to these people watching you.
Just because
all you're trying to do is put forward an agenda and twist my words." I mean, love or hate Kiss, they're wonderful capitalists. They figured that shit out, that game. And I think they're pretty smart. Or Gene Simmons is a pretty intelligent guy.
Absolutely, they are. They're great businessmen.
Javon, you like your Swift 6?
Dude, I've only carried it for the first time today, and I got the Kydex. Carry it in my back pocket. I think it's it's probably my favorite knife.
Yeah, dude, it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Baptism, you're 100% right, dude.
And Joe was kind enough to send me a picture of your sheath.
I don't understand the concept of Rage Against the Machine at all, and I don't give two rats' asses.
Oh, nice.
I understand that I like the guitar riff. That's where it stops for me.
I just picked this up from you guys for my tried and true.
I heard you talking about who the designer is, and it's Justin Smith.
Okay.
Justin is their shop manager. Okay. So,
and under one roof, right? I mean, that whole thing is done. It's not.
No. Tactile makes the hardware.
But they put it all together right there.
Yeah. I'll sound like a douche now. I went and visited them while they were cranking these things out, and saw everything. I got a fancy schmancy one. Casey made me this custom. It's got the.
I'll make you big. I'll make you big.
That thing is so badass.
You can't have that. You can't have that, Ryan.
It's got like a faux Hamon pattern to it.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then it's got purple titanium scales on it. But that's what you get.
What I like about it, Steve, tell me if this resonated with you, that it's a
love the belly on that tool. It looks so good.
Thin-scaled knife, but the spine is thick. It's a worker. It's a crew-wear little beast. It's like a little, you could really do more than I will ever do with this, which is opening cat food and cutting cardboard because it's slicey.
So Justin might actually come on and do a show with me, but if you go to when you go into Justin's office, Justin has 20 different small little fixies that he's carried throughout the years, and he literally just stared at them all and tried to mash them all up, and that's what he came up with this. And
well, you talk to them before I will, and tell them I think it's just fantastic. My video will show and even my unboxing, you couldn't hide the fact that I was like, oh my God. And it's crewwear? Because I had no idea it was crewwear before it came.
Yeah, that's their third run is in crewware. This one's in. They did just like the Sparrow 7. Their first runs were in Magna Cut and CPM 154, and then this third drop, which sold out in like 10 minutes, was in crewware. But
and you'll be able to answer this. Did I dream Lynch Northwest knives, or did I see that somewhere?
It's Lynch blades.
Lynch blades. It was a sticker that came with it.
Yep.
So they're going to go forward.
The Clint Eastwood. And then the truck. Yeah, it says Lynch blades on it. So
you want to be referred to as Lynch blades? I would guess.
I mean, that's what they're putting him out under,
right.
But it's still all under Lynch Northwest. So
the shop manager, I love that he's got a maker's mark and he's getting love for that design.
Did you notice what it is? It's a cat.
Yeah, it's cat's eyes, right? Peeking over with its ears.
Yeah.
Kyle, does that not remind you of a Peter Ricenti, though?
Slightly.
Yeah.
But I'm probably going to get your.
I'd like to know the inside information you have on that, though.
Oh, well. Stovey.
I want to proceed to promote somebody if they fucked over my buddies.
Did you get the leather sheath, Stevie?
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing that's totally unique, because I asked for the Kydex, because I'm a pocket dropper guy, and you can get at checkout a leather sheath. You can get a belt.
Oh, I have one of the Redeemed Creation ones. It's not great.
I love the way the thumb ramp. I think it's ergonomically set up. Look at this. Hold on, let me get it where I don't throw the knife off. I just kept it. The clip hit my finger, but that thing will eject. I did it in the unboxing. It shoots off.
I got one in my truck. He gave me the one with.
I love those now.
It's got the belt clip on it instead.
It probably works great. I just don't carry knives. I carry very little on my belt except my keys. I'm a kind of hide it guy. It's amazing on my little frame how much shit I can get on.
I only carry in a clip slip. So. What were you going to say, Kyle?
Nothing. It's past now. We're good.
No, I'm sorry, Kyle. Kyle, I talk too much.
You know what's crazy is how's the edge on yours?
One of the sliciest out of the factory I've ever gotten.
So when I got my Sparrow 7, as you know, Shane,
we sharpened it.
It was one of the dullest knives. That was one of the things I told them. I was like, whoever sharpened your guys' knives was horrible. I love the knife, and this thing was dull as shit. Yeah. So when I showed up to their shop,
user experience that they didn't hear back about.
When I went back there last time, and Casey was putting this one together for me, I was like, "Holy shit, who's doing the sharpening?" And he introduced me to the kid. It's Justin's friend, and I was like, "Dang, dude, how long you been sharpening?" He goes, "What day is it?" He's
What's
like,
he using? Is he using
Justin
a wheel?
goes, he just started last week, and we're like, "Hey, you got to figure out how to sharpen knives."
Right.
And
so what you're telling us is that we can achieve what Kyle does in a matter of days?
No. Is he using a wheel, Stevie?
For a production knife, it's got a great edge. This is nothing compared to what Kyle can do.
Right.
But
I said in my unboxing that I look forward to being able to sharpen it.
It is a damn good edge on it. Just everything about. I told Justin. I had long conversations with Justin about this. This is an absolute winner. I think that the Sparrow 7 was good, a little too big for me.
6 for me too.
This is one of the best little fixies I've. It's fantastic.
I agree. I put it up there. It'll definitely be in a top this video for sure. One thing,
they're $280. They're
crewware. I mean,
they're not cheap.
A fret costs that much with the sheath. This is the knife I designed that Edgy makes. So, but it's custom, Edgy. That guy. Yeah, she's a poser.
How about that dumb knife that Jared Neve made with everything and then put that stupid ass clip on his sheath? Did you guys see that?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
He did a collab.
That may be in here, Stevie.
Well, I know he did a collab with Waxwing, but then he did another.
It's a great knife. It's a great sheath and a stupid fucking clip.
Yeah.
Where can I find it, on YouTube or on Instagram?
Oh, someone showed me a screenshot of it. I don't
Is
know.
it the Waxwing collab?
Well, he has 2 fixed blades.
Maybe it's a collaboration.
Is
Steve
it real
Clarey
thin?
treated them.
Okay, this is a different one.
Okay.
I'll show it to you.
It was an Instagram screenshot that I got.
Yeah, because he's
The knife
that's what
looks
I was
great.
surprised of Edgy. I would
Steve
think
Clarey heat treated him. That means he designed it 8 years ago.
that's it.
The knife looks great.
Where's
The
my drum
sheath-
roll?
The
Damn it.
sheath is great. The clip that he put on it is freaking stupid as shit, man.
I've got to find it.
It's stupid for you, Stevie.
No.
No,
Have you seen
I
it?
bet somebody loves it.
Nobody loves it. They're just going to say that they do because they bought the knife and they're being nice. Anyone that says that that's a good sheath, a knife for that sheath.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's kind of wrong. I think
I
if you're
don't
going to
trust
release a knife with Steve Clarey, you wait till you launch your knife with Waxwing. I don't think you dilute one with the other. You don't launch them all at once. Because that's basically a launch that I just don't think it's.
Yeah. It's that one right there.
What, Kara's butt?
No.
Oh.
Wait till he turn. Look at that stupid clip.
What the heck?
It's like a retarded money clip.
The knife is good. Look at that stupid
trying to
clip.
pause
Dude,
it.
that dude literally saw a clip on a knife and liked it and thought, we'll put this on a leather sheath.
I was just thinking that was something left over that they reused.
Yeah. The sheath looks good. The knife looks good. That clip is.
Yeah, Larry
atrocious.
C24 said it. That's the offender clip.
What's the offender?
The offender
I think it's one of his
off his knife.
Riyadh
Oh.
made folders.
He had some spare parts left over. They tried.
That's
to save
what
money.
That's what I was thinking. That's what.
Okay, go back to that, John. Look how thick. Quit
Quit showing Kara's
turning,
butt.
John.
That what are you talking
That
about?
is-
This-
Yeah.
That is thick.
I mean, clip it. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I'm driving here.
On the clip there.
When we get to
Look
the
how
clip, I'm going to
thick that
pause
shit
it.
is. Fucking Christ.
It breaks up. There's no way
I
that
was waiting to
sheath
get to it.
maker. There's no way that sheath maker is happy with the way that clip looks on his great sheath.
You've got all those straight lines and then a curve.
All those straight lines in that. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's.
I
We
agree.
can all
It don't
recognize,
belong.
though. We can all recognize, though, that
I'm
Jared
trying to get the
surpassed,
side picture too. Looks
Jared-
bad.
Jared surpassed us in sub count years ago because of that butt. So we can badmouth it all we want, but it was his first million view video.
I think the way it mounts is that a little metal thing that's sewed to the leather, Stevie. It looks like a piece of metal, right?
I got no clue how.
I bet there's a piece of metal under the leather.
Yeah.
for this-
That's what I mean. Oh yeah.
I'm sure. Again, I think that the sheath looks fine. The knife is great. That clip, though, is just. I think I have voiced my disgust for it.
These are the knives I'm very impressed with. These are the ones that
Question. The real
Waxwing,
question is,
yeah.
Stevie, does the butt make up for the clip?
The butt make up for the clip? No,
Okay.
no.
Neve Knife Co. Shiv. This is a collaboration between Neve Knife Co. and Wax Wing. Wax
it's the same shape. He likes that harpoon Warncliffe.
Yeah.
Wing is
Except
a
for that
custom knife
knife.
maker out of the USA. He hand makes knives, and I designed a small fixed blade.
Yeah, that's.
But that
that's
one
a-
I think has a Kydex sheath and it's much cheaper. But I wouldn't have launched it at the same time.
Well, I apologize because you were rambling a little bit. How much is the Steve Clarey heat treated knife
I have no clue.
with the ugly clip?
Does he say?
I don't know.
I'll go back.
Well, my Skype thing popped up and blocked my screen a minute ago, and I heard you talking about a knife, and then you said that's the same price as the Fred or something. I didn't know which knife you were talking about.
Oh, he was talking about the Swift,
Oh, okay.
the Lynch.
So the length is how much?
280.
That's fair, man. Yeah.
All right. We're sharing
I
something
will
here.
say, Casey was like, "Yeah, we fully intended to be able to put out a USA made fixed blade for under $200."
I bet he did.
He's like, and in the first 10 minutes, he's like, I can't do this.
Right. Well, Stevie, I'm sure you and John, I know, remember me saying I wanted to make a quality USA made fixed blade for under $100.
Yeah.
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 And that's with no corporate overhead.
Right.
Yeah. I will
So-
say this: Waxwing did inspire me a little bit. I found some 1/16 14C.
They make some cool shit.
I found some 1/16 inch thick 14C, and it's on its way. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I probably got 30 feet of steel that I need to get through before I get to that, but I got some really thin shit coming.
Gotcha. Does it say in the description how much those are?
No, but Crewwear 60. I'm wondering because I can't find it. I Googled it and it takes you to his website and it's not on his website. So we're going to listen again. I apologize, guys.
Sneak peek at something I've been working on. This is something really special. Now, this is a three-way collaboration technically. So the steel is heat treated.
There's one other price.
By Steve Kalari, Crewwear Steel at 65 HRC. The design is my design and then made by Ryan Mazzetti of
Ryan Mazzetti.
Hive Knives. He also made the leather sheaths. Now, these sheaths took a lot of work to make. I'll talk more about it in
You're building value. Tell us how much the baby costs.
the full video, but I do have my offender clip on them.
Bingo.
The handles are blue twill and side cut micarta.
Yeah,
Then we also have
There's not a fast forward button on here. I apologize.
side cut wavy weave carbon fiber with side cut micarta. And then some of them have
It's gorgeous.
Nice
I don't like the design, but I think it's a gorgeous execution.
I don't mind the design. I just don't like the clip. I apologize, Stevie. You were 100% correct.
Yeah.
Come on, Jared. Don't make me DM you.
A gap, a G10, a turquoise G10 gap between the scales, and some of them butt right up. There's only like 10 pieces though, so
Gonna be expensive. Buckle up.
These are extremely limited for now. They were very difficult. It's taken a long time in the making.
That jimping looks outstanding.
It does.
Very well done. You think that's done by a machine, Shane?
No.
Okay.
But we are about done. Also, I
have to be very dedicated.
have to say, and I'm hand sharpening them. So my design, I'm hand
at $18.
Sharpening them. Ryan Mazzetti made them. Steve Kalari's heat treatment. 65 HRC Crewwear. This stuff's going to be so badass. We got the leather to match the scales and the stitching to match the scales.
What is the fucking time limit on a reel?
It's a beautiful little setup. And I'm really excited about it. Like I said, I'll be saying more here really soon because I'll do a full video on there and, show them being sharpened and stuff like that. So
380, I'm
That's
guessing.
100% right. That's done with a checkering file, and that thing is my arch nemesis. I hate the checkering file.
So Hinderer just dropped their little Freeman, what's it called? The Freeman fixed blade for $250 or $275. You've got the Koenig is on the high end at $480, I think.
Sharif got one of those.
It's a beautiful knife, but they're for a fixed blade. I was trying to, because Shane's got my brain thinking and Kyle too, where does the margin? And I think margin is great. If you can command bigger margin, you win. The biggest margin wins.
I want to address a comment right quick. Sierra Rick, that won't take as long as you think. I want to announce something publicly. The batch of knives I made for Northern Knives, I'm not selling to Northern Knives. I backed out of that deal. There's a lot of details to why. I was not, and still am not prepared to make a batch of knives. I can make 10 individual knives, but I can't make a batch of 10. I know that makes no sense, but I'm not prepared. So those knives will be stripped back down. They will be resurfaced ground and new handles put on and sold individually. And they too are Crewwear at 65 HRC. So there are going to be thugs available in the near future. I hope to be able to do that deal with Northern Knives just a little further down the line. I just wasn't ready.
You need to have a live stream Sunday and just talk about your decision to do that, because I think it's admirable. I know. I think you could have done it. I think you could have sent the knives and been fine.
I could have taken these 10 knives and do exactly what I'm going to do now. I could strip the handles off of them, surface grind them, redo the handles, and still sell him that badge. But I'm not.
They suck, huh? They suck.
No, it has nothing to do, I don't think, with the dealer, does it, Shane?
No. I meant, do the scales suck?
No, some of them are great. Some of them aren't. My issue is solely with the finish of the quarter-inch of ricasso that you can see. I don't like the finish of it.
Gotcha.
Can't fix that without grinding the scales off. I don't like the fact that I poured epoxy pins. I'm going to go to all bolt-on scales.
Okay.
And I feel like if I can get those finished the way I want them and bolt-on scales finished the way that I'm happy, then I'd be more than happy to sell a batch of knives.
I think that's so.
I don't want my knives in a store with other people's custom knives. I already feel a little bit like a poser. I don't want to look like a poser having my knives on the shelf next to them. So,
I don't think I see it a different way. I don't see you a poser.
You always argue with me about that, but what I'm saying is I know I can do better.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
All of me to sell him a batch of 10 knives that I know I could do better.
And what I would say is you couldn't sleep knowing that you've already got a solution to make a better knife that you're executing while you've got 10 knives selling to a customer that don't have that same revision.
Shane also can't get past 10 knives of his just sitting there.
Exactly. If they don't sell pretty fast, it will destroy me.
Right. And I mean, I get it. I totally get that.
If I call that guy back in 6 months and it's like, hey, you want to do this again? He's like, dude, they're all 10 still here. I would die.
Right.
Yeah, Jesse, you're right. It is. And I know John always tries to explain it.
I'm guessing 370 or 340, Stevie. I'm thinking those are going to be with the sheath, because he was building value at each one of those points. So we can talk about what we know they cost.
I mean, I'm thinking, the clip alone puts it in the $299 range.
Yeah, I'm sure that knife's $300.
Oh, more than that. I'm thinking over between 3 and 4, like 350 plus.
But I do want to, and maybe I should wait till Sunday to do this, but it won't take me just a second. The thing that I've learned is, just like the knives I made to take to Blade Show, this is the same situation. When I set out to make a batch of knives, all that's in my mind is I got to get handles on this one so I can get handles on the next one so I can get handles on the next one. And I've got to make these handles as good as they can fucking be. I forget that part because I'm thinking about I got to get handles on all 10 of them. And that's something as a maker that I have to work out. I may never be a batch knife guy. May not. I don't know. That's fine too. But that was the issue is I forget refinement when I get rushed to try to finish a batch. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm done. Yeah.
Someone, maybe I should go into that video and say how much if we don't get the clip.
That's an option.
Please do it.
But it's not an option because the plate and the sheath are all. You'd have to say how much without the sheath because the clip and the sheath cannot be separate. But you could ask that. I think it'd be funny.
You could take the clip off and have Joe make you a nice clip.
All right, it's on his Instagram.
Make it a weird angle.
Stevie will do it. Y'all don't dare him. Don't scare Stevie with a good time.
I thought all Veros were from China. I think. Are you talking about the Avid, the lower price knife? And Veros fixies are only $280. I say only.
I'd pay $280 for a Vero knife if it comes with a picture of Joseph Vero and some Speedo swimwear.
We've got to work on that. There are two things: your imposter syndrome and your obsession with Joseph Vero are both highly unhealthy.
I love it. We got to work on that.
And I want to lay down in the bed with him. I'm just saying, I recognize a handsome guy.
But you'd shave his arms, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would shave his arms.
I know you are. I got to work on that. The clip off again, Jeffrey. I agree.
Get one without that clip. There. Let's see if he responds.
Yeah. Jeffrey Dawson's 100% right. Grind that SOB clip off and we'll talk.
It's a beautiful knife. Again,
get
my
it,
only
though,
thought is if I just want a knife,
He loved the clip on the folder and thought it'd be cool if I put this on. I get that.
And I'm not thinking
I got
rational.
no beef with anything. I don't care if it costs $400. That's all fine and dandy. But that clip sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it doesn't work well. As narrow as
It
it is.
might work well.
Yeah.
But if I had and maybe he sold all these and Jared's at a stage now where he's just moving through projects. But if I just launched a knife with wax swing that I designed, that looks really cool.
Also,
that is a challenge, Mick. Everybody here is challenged. We should. How'd you word it, Stevie?
What's that?
That message. If you don't send it, you're a chicken shit. I'm sending it right now.
I already sent it.
I know. How did you word it though? I want it to be exactly the same.
Can we get one without that clip?
That's perfect. Now, if you disagree, if you like the clip, don't send it. Where's the video at?
It's like 6 or 8 down. Is it an 1804 from TKL? I'm just getting a picture to go with it. I've got an 02. I just don't know what that blade shape looks like.
Can I get one without the clip? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Y'all realize this is going to cost me from ever getting a review by News.
Well, don't do it. I wouldn't worry about it.
It's funny, and if Jared
knows I love him, he's like a little. I have no problem with Jared. I just think it's funny.
I'll have to do it. I can't find the video right now. I don't know what's up with that. I'm bet Kathleen would spend $300 on a knife if it came with a picture of Shane in a Speedo. No, she wouldn't. Kathleen would pay you $300 not to send her that picture.
Terry, is this what your blade shape looks like?
I'm hoping on that new knife he has, he's not going to put a 13-degree edge on it like he did the wax swing one.
Kyle, don't you start.
What? It's a valid statement.
It's a valid point, and he should know better. A knife that thin does not need a 13-degree edge. You're 100% right. And all he's going to accomplish is the first 2 or 3 sheets of paper you cut. It's going to be the best cutting knife ever, but it's still not a great idea. You're 100% right.
A 13-degree edge on a fixed blade?
On a paper thin fixed blade to begin with.
The 04 is the sub 3-inch blade. Is like that right there, buddy? Or when you say punko shape, is that straight or is it like a little drop point? That's what Google says it is.
In my mind, Puko starts its curve at the ricasso and it's a continuous sweep back. So that looks like a Puko to me.
Okay. That's what Google says it is on Google Images.
A little sneak peek at.
Vishay, I guarantee it's slicing.
Everybody's sending image.
And I also guarantee Kyle's right. It's a bad idea.
Is everybody chiming in?
I would think, Kyle, I would think on a thin knife, you want a higher angle, right? Like, I mean, for me,
I would think to be stable, yes.
But wouldn't you agree that it's probably from the factory at 20 degrees at least? I say factory, from the maker.
He's not.
PSA, y'all, Donnie's live, so you want to head over there.
I wasn't going to say anything about last night. I popped in there.
Hey, at least he admits it. He's like, I just do that spot. Okay.
I don't mind. I mean, I'm not looking for any. I love everybody the same. Don't matter. I love Jared. I think he's different now. And he'll tell him this.
I thought we ran baptism off, but I'm sure that's where he went.
No,
hey,
but
don't get me wrong about Jared. I like Jared. We're not friends, but we're very good acquaintances. The very first live stream I ever did was with Jared. He sent me the first knives really to review. The microphone that I'm talking into came from Jared years ago.
I like the shit out of Jared too.
And he's a super good sport. Every time, 'cause I fuck with him in person too.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Everything you would say online, you'd say to him right there.
He has a sense of humor. He's not.
Yeah,
he's not
yeah. And then every time I've seen him at Blade Show, like I've actually like talked to him also. Yeah, he's. I don't want.
This past year, I could not talk to him without it being like an interview, without a cameraman being there, and without him wanting to film it.
With him and his
entourage,
his manservant.
What's that guy's name? That
Bama Knives.
No, I know not Lee. The other guy, the little guy,
the Ewok.
Yes,
seems logical.
Logical. He was kind of like a blocker.
Yeah, no, I
don't
watch a thing that Jared does. I mock and ridicule him all the time. Never heard of her.
You're one of the most famous trolls and a great troll.
And he's a really good dude.
I agree. I think at his core, I think Jared's come a long way.
Absolutely, Todd. That is still, no one will ever top that. The Vince and Jared story.
What do they call that when you just go to what do they call that when it's a long-term treatment program? Instead of you're trying to cease it, you're just replacing it, but they have a word for it. There are a lot of people that do it. I know a lot of people in the community, so do you, who are taking a much less dangerous form of a similar substance to continue to be great. Or be normal as they can with their brains.
I hate to beat a dead horse. I can't find y'all's comments, but again, Steve, you said, "Can I get it without the clip?"
Yeah,
I don't see y'all's comments, but I'm going to do it.
There's like 5 new ones. Actually, I put Shane told me to tell you that clip fucking sucks.
I ain't scared.
Yes, you are.
I am not. I quit fighting years ago. I shoot that something.
What attracted me to Jared early on was his knife knowledge, for one. When I was an early video watcher, and this is after Grateful Panic and after I'd met Stevie and some of these guys, and I never thought of Jared's live as much of as a gathering place, but I did like his story time. This is before the perfume days. Now, when he went to the Sin of the Week, I think is when I lost interest.
I appreciate it.
I know you did. You got some good things out of it.
So Steve Clare is actually like a big perfume dude, not perfume, cologne. Sorry, Steve. And he's like, I finally gave in. And Jared talks about all this stuff. He's like, I got this one that he was hyping big time. Yeah. He goes, it's the worst smelling fucking cologne I've ever gotten.
I bet I've got it back here.
He's like, I will never trust Jared and Eve when it comes to cologne.
Was it this?
I don't know.
Well, let me tell you, he recommended this to me, and I'm telling you, my wife can tell you that we've walked in restaurants and girls have came out from around the counter to touch me with their nose to smell me with this on. But if you bought this when Jared recommended it, throw it away because it doesn't stay good forever. This smells like diesel fuel now. It's good for about 6-8 months. It's awesome for about 6-8 months.
So you're saying Flo
bingo
behind the counter at Waffle House.
God, that's right.
I will admit this, Stevie. I wouldn't touch a single one of them women, but they're not the only ones that loved it.
And Ty just hit on the point that I was making before we went to the weekly cologne reviews. He used to have kind of like story time, and he never. I mean, people.
It is. You're right.
But he always
version.
He always would say that he was wrong, that he felt bad about it looking back in hindsight, and that he'd gotten over it. Now, I don't know. People's own sobriety road is their own sobriety road. And I think if you found a way that keeps you free and allows you to be prosperous, and it still has some, something less than 100% abstinence, as long as it's done through medical prescription, I'm not going to give it any hate. Because I thought that him being that open, not only about what he planned on doing with his channel, he always wanted to make money. I always said that to every live stream. And he was open about things he didn't have to be open about. Granted, he was big enough where people were going to throw it at him, which is part of the reason I think he got in front of it, which was smart.
Yeah.
He's also been very good to me, and I know Stevie likes making fun of Bama, but Bama calls me every year. I'm not saying you don't like him. You like poking
Lee's a
at
cool ass dude. Lee's a cool ass dude.
He calls every year to make sure I have a place to lay my head, a ride, money. He makes sure I'm going to Blade Show. Now, I don't care to stay in that house anymore because I don't fit anymore. Love all of them. It's just their creators.
Yeah.
But
no, he's you know, again, yeah, those guys are cool, and you can literally talk shit to them, and they know you're not fucking around, or they know you're fucking around.
Right.
Yeah,
they don't take themselves that seriously. I mean,
he's on the higher end of the spectrum, but
they do and they don't. I mean, let's not forget the whole thing that led up to Vince's interaction was
we can't go there.
He's like, do they understand I'm coming in with my entourage? And I go, did this motherfucker
also
just
a wonderful human being?
He was 5 feet from me. I know he didn't hear me because he was on the phone, but he was 5 feet from me. But I was like, did this motherfucker just say he has an entourage?
Where were they going?
Like Cheesecake Factory. Yeah.
Do they understand I'm bringing my entourage? I heard it too.
And I was like, get the fuck out of here.
You know what's funny, Steve, is if somebody had taken a snapshot of that moment in time, there was so much shit going on.
Yeah.
That 25-foot radius. Like Lacey Lace was at one end of the picture and nobody knew it.
No, and I've been ribbing you about that.
Jared's talking about his entourage. Vince falls into one of the greatest moments in knife community history. It was just handed to him and placed it perfectly.
It's in my opinion, the greatest story, followed by the second greatest story when they all when they fell for the troll.
Yeah.
They fell for it.
Yeah. They went live that night, and Karen was talking about how sweet it was that
he met a special.
They found somebody that they wanted to carry him like a little Vietnamese kid that they rescued during. That was a terrible.
He's like, you know what, man? Like, we complain about how hard work it is. We complain about how hard this can be, you know, but getting to meet guys like that, like, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Like, oh, shut up, dude.
It was cringy as hell. And if he can't recognize that, then he's not the guy I think he is. But yeah.
And Karen was like, it was so sweet.
It's by far, it is the pinnacle.
Him just, he bent over, he bent Vince sitting down with his stupid look. And Jared bending over, putting his hands on his thighs, going, hey, fella, what's your name?
With that smile. It was a smile, too.
Yeah. Well, let's face it, Vince does look like a special needs kid.
Yes. Yeah. That's what makes it that much
Shane Gillis after 6 or 12 beers, I get it. It was so good. But Stevie, you had one of the greatest lines
the greatest moment of that year at Blade Show. And I think at the same time, Snuzz was still standing in front of me going, it's only $140.
with his Hogue K3.
Yes, he said it to me like 15 times that day.
Just blown away.
Yeah.
That's a knife company that I don't think gets enough love and respect.
That's the knife that
y'all don't understand the gravity of that moment, because I was the only one that understood that y'all were standing around me making fun of me because Lacey didn't show up, and she was right. And let me be honest, at first I didn't recognize her at first, but her daughter I recognized, because her daughter had shown her face in a video without being blurry, and that was certainly her daughter. And then when I looked at her, I was like, oh, she's really all fucking wrinkly and 50-something years old. That's why nobody recognizes her.
You didn't see the pile of roast beef on the floor?
Ugh.
I could hear the wind flapping through it.
That Hogue that does kept going around and showing off. The other best thing that Blade show was the night before, or that night that he got it at the pit. He walked up to Ben Belkin talking to Israel Backus from Arcane Design, and just kind of stood there listening to them talk, and pulls it out, and he goes, "You guys know how much this knife costs? Do you guys know where this was made?" He's like, "Put it in your hand, Ben." Like put it in Ben, like made Ben. He's like, that's an under $200 knife made in the United States by Americans. He's like, you can't beat that. Look how good of a value this is.
Yeah.
And
Israel,
Snud,
you gotta know Snuds to know how awesome that is.
and Israel and Ben were just like, who the fuck is this guy? And then he took his knife.
They had no clue.
And then he took his knife from Ben Belkin, and he's like, have a good night. Walked away.
But Ben got his revenge when Snuds opened that Jack Wolf and tried
Oh,
to push
that was the year before.
That was the year before. Yeah.
That was the year. One of the worst cuts I've ever seen.
Yeah.
What?
Crispy.
Hey, there's somebody in the chat.
I miss so
I'm
many
not going to
people.
mention his name, but somebody helped me discover something about Lacey a few years ago. Most of you know what I'm talking about. And I remember putting it out there to a few people and be like, we have to keep this a secret, y'all. And one guy fucking ran with it and showed it to everybody. And he is my hero because of that, because that was my intentions all along. Hats off to you. You know who you are. If you want to speak up in the chat, go right ahead. But that is funny as hell.
Did she not do some scrupulous shit and screw a lot of people over?
I've never. I know
in the knife community.
In the knife community with her what are they called? Your spray
emulsion.
Your sharpening
I don't think
compound.
that's how she ripped a bunch of people off. I think several people sent her expensive knives to sharpen and she kept them.
Even worse.
Did we ever confirm that Kyle's not Lacey?
Yes.
Kyle's
I will fucking ban you from this chat right now.
You know what's funny though, Stevie? He still believes that. That's not a fucking joke.
I know.
He wholeheartedly believes that.
Because he's psycho.
He is psycho.
No, Shane, you've acted weirder than you've acted since I've known you around any other human being than her. When I cornered you at Blade Show and you gave me that look that made me go away, and you said, don't even talk to me about it right now. I'm like, dude.
I was mad at you.
I know you were, but I was thinking,
You
what
were
about
making fun of me, and I knew I was right. She was right behind you. But in my mind, I was too proud to tell you to turn around. I didn't want to prove you wrong because I knew you were wrong. I'd rather be mad at you at the moment.
I was just asking, because I didn't believe she was there. That's right. I was saying that she was just, you're right. You're right.
Walked up and went, is Lacey here? Where's Lacey? But no, I wasn't going to tell you she was right behind you.
I never had really any interactions with that broad.
Yeah. You walked right by her.
I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. That
Good night,
was there.
Neil. Thanks for hanging around, bud.
Good night, Neil. And I've never seen what you're talking about, but
Enjoy
I've
your
seen
Warcraft,
someone's reaction
Did
to
you throw
watching
up?
what you're talking about. Just about.
Almost threw up. Yeah. When I found out this guy, because somebody asked me for a link and I sent it to him. And then, in all honesty, I've already seen it because so-and-so sent it to me. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Well, you had articles of yuck sent to you early on in sealed up plastic bags.
I
dude.
did. I had vacuum packed,
Jesus Christ.
And
sealed underwear mailed to my home.
That was a sourdough starter culture.
exactly, a mushroom growing kit.
They were
Hey,
vacuum sealed when I threw them away.
the reason I've got you highlighted and I asked Shane that, and I know you probably have it going in your chat because you get a lot more people. We've had so many, and Stevie, maybe we all run in the same circles, but we've had criminals, we've had people who aren't who they're, and these are people we know about, not the people that we don't know about. But it's just been, we could do a soap opera on the people that have come through.
Awesome T-shirts
and rocks.
Rocks.
Paint your
we have
rock.
covered the gambit, that's for sure.
Well, what's funny is the sleuthness that has uncovered some of it.
Shut up, Shane.
Leave him alone, Kyle.
Shut up, Shane.
But hey, while we're at it, while we're on the subject, Neil, we have not forgotten about your giveaway win. I have had some major shit going on in my life, and we've not been able to get it together. You will get it, buddy.
I've got most of it right. Well, part.
I apologize. It's mostly on me that you haven't gotten it.
No, it's not. It's on me too.
Well, you've just got one little part, but Shane's
I honestly don't even remember what all it is. Kyle has it written down. You will.
I've got it written down. Neil McKenzie. No.
Neil won a giveaway, kind of impromptu, and a bunch of people threw everything in at once. It was hard to remember what all it was, but he won it, and I've not accomplished anything in a couple of weeks. So.
Well, no, and it's okay when your ankle.
I owe Crispy something. I owe Jesse something. I'm so far behind.
Something.
I think I owe Stevie.
Hey, let's go to this now. Stevie, what do you owe me?
Oh, that thing that I said
2 years ago.
I was gonna get you. Yeah.
You're gonna send me a
Spider Harriets?
Huh?
Spider bag.
No. I got a Spyderco bag. I texted you and told you I got my own Spyderco bag.
What, the watermelon lip gloss?
No, but that too. The I don't remember if it was Log and Jotter, but it was some kind of little artisanal small batch notebook. You told me you were going to send me so I could track my orders in it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
When I started making knives, you're like, I've got plenty of these, dude. I'll send you one.
Yeah, I did say that.
But I owe you a pair of underwear too, so I never mailed them.
Stevie,
I've got them all right. I've got mine
your shirts.
I've got mine
They're
on
in my
right
office.
now. They're military thermal underwear, and they're awesome. I'll get them to you one of these days.
You gonna wash them first?
No, I bought Stevie a separate pair.
Those aren't the ones you ordered off Instagram that hadn't come, are they?
No, those still hadn't showed up.
Shane called me. He's like, "Hey man, what size underwear do you wear?"
Well, I know. I thought of you because I thought, well, who could use a pair of thermal underwear that goes out in the cold a lot? And I know you like to kill people in the ice caves, so I thought this would be perfect for Stevie.
Shane, this is the greatest little bag.
I still got a couple of those. That one's yours, right?
Yeah, this is mine.
I gotta get you one for Neil. And
well, I found the list of stuff from Neil's giveaway. I think you were going to get a prick.
Yeah, I knew he got a prick. The prick's laying right there. What else?
I got the knife.
He got a coin.
Pen. We were doing a pen, a knife, a prick, a coin, a patch, and I think a mag light was what Kyle was sending.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
See, Neil, Kyle does love you. He threw in the mag.
And I've got Neil. I've got it all written down here, but I knew it's one I haven't fulfilled. And truth be told, if I'm not mistaken,
I think Stevie and Ryan went to touch each other winners.
You're not the only one that's had shit going on, Shane. So that's why I haven't done anything.
Yeah, Kyle's been at home with no heat, under 8 foot of blankets, and
you haven't heard? You haven't heard the rest of it.
I've been crippled, and my family's falling apart. And so
now I don't have a car right now either.
Huh?
Did you get your car repoed and not pay your gas bill?
No,
I have his car actually.
Battery is completely shot, and I'm not sure if it's the main battery or the hybrid battery. So now
it's super cold out there, huh?
It had to get towed.
Y'all picked a bad time to get rid of the Honda, didn't you?
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
It's all right.
I wonder how, because it's been well unusually cold.
Not the Maxim.
Cheeto, you're a freaking tool. I love you.
Cheeto's the fucking best.
I took my driver's license test in a Nissan Maxima, an 84 Nissan Maxima.
By next year, if Cheeto don't make it to Blade Show, I'm going to do a GoFundMe to raise the funds to get Cheeto to Blade Show. If I can't pay for it myself. If I don't at least get to break bread with Cheeto and Patina Turner before I die, I'm going to feel unfulfilled.
Derek, I could care less about that. The only reason it's a hybrid is it's got more power.
I saw a thing where have you seen, Kyle, where they drive the Tesla off the cliff and it doesn't catch on fire? That a lot of that's been a myth.
Dude, all cars can catch on fire. It happens.
Well, not only that, but lithium-ion batteries are definitely susceptible to that. So that's complete. Just because.
But don't they have to be crushed in there like a?
No, you can have the wrong circuit go because they're all wired in series. It's an 18650 batteries are what they're using.
I worked at Express Oil Change for like 20 years, and they caught a Tesla on fire in the brake department, replacing the brake pads because somebody bumped one of those big orange cables. So anything can happen to any car.
Electricity's scary.
They pinched it somehow. I don't know how it happened.
someone firebombed the Tesla dealership in Seattle this weekend during the protests.
Yeah. But see, they don't have the right to do that. What's up, Sharif?
Hey, Sharif.
Hey, Sharif's got a drop coming up, but it'll sell out in like 15 seconds, so y'all won't get in on it. But say hey to Sharif. Sharif, I can send you a link, brother. I'd love to have you up here.
Sharif, I quit vaping because I got so scared of. I got the thought in my head that one of these days this is going to blow up in my mouth and knock out my under 6 teeth. So I quit it.
Josh, I don't do anything but work, buddy.
Yeah, I saw Ryan.
Ryan was going to show off a knife about 3 hours ago before I started talking.
Yeah.
He reached out to get it, and then
Ryan has to work nonstop to support his knife addiction.
Yeah. We make fun of Ryan's bougie ass construction trailer, but if
First
you
word ever said.
If you lived in your construction trailer, you'd want it a little nice too.
Hell yeah, man. Props.
That's pretty cool.
If Javon got paid by the word, he'd be a millionaire right now.
I know, it sucks.
Don't just blame him. I interrupt you all the time.
No, it's me. I mean, I can be on here by myself, which are my worst fun live streams. I'd love to be able to be a listener. I'm a hearer. I'm sorry.
I've turned into a listener on this channel.
Toyota, you're 100% correct. That's kind of fucking embarrassing.
What's nuts is it was just like 2 or 3 years ago that if you lived up here in the Pac Northwest, like me and Toyota, Elon Musk was king and everybody loved Tesla, and that dude walked on water, and how it has changed so much.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, Stevie. I'm only asking you because you live in that area and you may know. Is an all-wheel drive Tesla as good as the Subaru and light snow and icy roads, you think? Because I would think it should be able to, because it can so accurately apply torque. And
I don't know, but what I do know is that I have seen hills with these comical 4x4s in the ditches on the side of the road with Subaru after Subaru just taking up these hills.
But you know, my wife drives
Subarus
one.
are the best.
My wife drives one. And
Look at me. Look at me.
She has purple hair and wears a flannel shirt.
Feel better, brother.
But there's a big hill behind the shop at Meatheads, and my Z71 will go up it in 4-wheel drive. So I wanted to try it in her Subaru, and I remember hitting that X button and starting to creep up it. It's witchcraft. I don't understand, because my truck applies power to the wheel with the least amount of traction. Now, it'll go up that hill, but a Subaru applies power to the wheel with the most traction. If you've ever worked on a differential, you understand that that's not how physics work. They don't work that way. I don't understand how it does it.
All-wheel drive's where it's at.
Yeah. Palmer, anybody who tried to hot rod a Subaru will tell you it's the biggest piece of shit ever, because you can't keep it running if you make it fast.
Subaru Outback's one of my favorite cars ever.
Yeah.
Your guys are going to trigger Sharif.
I know Sharif loves his Subarus, but I don't know a single Subaru hot rod guy that won't tell you, don't fucking do it. You'll spend every penny you have keeping it running.
Sharif loves Subarus because they make Birkenstocks and triple E width.
Yeah.
My wife's RAV4 handles amazing. Her all-wheel drive Toyota
the
RAV4
RAV4s are good.
handles amazing in the. It's absolutely perfect in the. I drove that last year when we got the snow. I drove that instead of my Tundra.
Right. Yeah, 4-wheel drive trucks are not great on ice. They're just not.
No, all-wheel drives though are surprisingly good, and I would think a car that's got computers in it would be able to sense.
It should, because there's no differential, especially the ones that have a motor on each wheel. There's no differential.
Well, if I understand correctly, they can drive you around without you even being conscious.
Dude, Cash Crash has an Evo. Evos are cool too. It's kind of like a Subaru Killer, isn't it?
Oh.
I mean, I'm sure they break time.
Compared to WRX STI.
Hey, Stevie, were you here when I showed my latest knife and more purchase today that came in? These are like highly sought after by case people. It's called a Cheetah Junior.
Oh,
he was, but he
Cheetah
didn't care.
Cub.
No, I did not. Oh, the Cheetah. That's their new release, right?
Yeah, the case is new 2026 release.
Yeah.
And they got several. Like this is one of probably 15 patterns that'll come out, and not my favorite.
Did you guys get a bunch of them at the store?
No, we get like 9 of each pattern when they come in, and they sell out because the old man puts. I say the old man. He's a couple years older than me. He posts to his Facebook group, and those old guys come in and gobble them up. The case buyer is a very unique species. And I know it runs over into people that are normal like you guys, but if you ever sit there and have a conversation with an 82-year-old case buyer, you'll just listen and wish you were dead. At least I will.
So it's kind of like this stream.
Yeah, but you can log out, bitch. I can't. I got to stand there and take it.
Right.
What's up, Mike?
Technically, I could log you out.
You can log me out too, even better. And Stevie's got Stevie and Maddie have the god power over my my YouTube channel, moderation wise.
Yeah, I love all-wheel drive. My last car was all-wheel drive, and it was just phenomenal year-round.
Yeah. But Todd's right. Yeah, most American four-wheel drive trucks, you're not supposed to drive over 50. And I highly suggest you don't, because I've made pocketfuls of money.
Are four-wheel drive still popular in today's technology age? I know people still want them.
They are in this part of Alabama.
Well, yeah.
Everybody here drives a lifted truck.
And that was going back to
girls drive lifted trucks here.
To the Tesla concern in Huntsville, where I am, it's a very engineer defense rich town, and there are a ton of them from the pickup trucks.
It was probably a lifted truck that hit Ryan when he turned left off Church Street, if I had to guess. Ryan don't know.
I wouldn't know.
Somebody, I realize I can't tag you on Facebook.
That is 100%.
Somebody posted on What's Happening in Rainbow City the other day. What are they building at the end of Church Street? I said, probably a big ass sign that says no left turn. And I tried to tag you and it wouldn't let me. So
Sharif, I'm probably putting it wrong. The four-wheel drives I remember, they turn. You can engage four-wheel drive electronically, and then your front or your back wheels, one of them will turn with the front wheels. All-wheel drive, I think, still on trucks, isn't it? Or not? You might be right that it's just I don't know anything about.
I can turn on all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
In my Tundra, and then I can switch to 4 high on the fly.
And stop to go into 4 low.
I got to stop to go into 4 low, and then I got all the traction, different dials and everything.
So yours crosses over from all-wheel drive to four-wheel drive. Interesting.
All the Subaru is doing is sensing wheel speed. So when it realizes that one wheel is spinning, it applies a light amount of brake to that wheel to change the torque on that wheel and make the differential swap the power to the other side. But it's still fucking witchcraft that it does it that well and that fast.
Javon, why are you worried about gear when or the drivetrain when you don't even have doors on your car? I'm
not. I'm just continuing the conversation.
John can drift because he can stick his foot out and put it on the concrete.
Yeah, kind of like I do on a skateboard. I foot brake, bitch, like Fred Flintstone.
That's the greatest speaker ever made. That speaker still works.
Does it still work?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, my airbags didn't go off, guys. That car would be totaled right now, and I wouldn't be going through any of this if my airbags had deployed. But even the side impact, it was such a glazing, non-deceleration type of blow that it was it didn't sit some. And the speaker still works, so there you are.
It's amazing they still don't have those doors in stock yet.
I don't know why.
I haven't fucked with it. I've gotten into the whole. I'm just dealing with it. I
don't know why it's so funny walking up and see it, looking at the outside of John's car and seeing the power window motor and the speaker all rusty and they still work. No, the power window don't work.
No, power window don't do shit. And the window fell out. Grateful Panic was driving it on a.
There's nothing to hold it in.
Well, there was, but Grateful Panic was. He came back from a DoorDash. He was like, "Hey man, I got some bad news." I was like,
he literally DoorDashed.
He's delivering DoorDash in a doorless car.
Yeah, doorless car. And he's like, the window.
It wouldn't be DoorDash.
The glass window fell out, but it didn't break. I put it in the back
because there's no door.
There was a dash. Yeah, you have to take the door off. Well, there's one door, dude. And climb
So
down.
your windows in the trunk?
Yes. Yeah. I drive around and say, dude, I've got a tarp that this comes out of the back of my truck like a fucking parachute that I throw that motherfucker when it rains. What are you talking
How long
about?
has it been?
Over a year. Over a year.
It's been over
No, it's been like 2.5 years.
It been 2.5. It was in April. It's been about 2. You're right. It's been about 2 in
John,
April. In April.
You didn't have a door when I started making knives.
Did I not?
No.
It was April. I was still at Spectrum, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
2 doors, by the way, not just 1 door. I need 2.
Yeah.
The
Well,
back one's not ripped off, but it's non-functional.
it's livable though. The other one, in case you guys haven't seen it, just imagine your door.
And I pay $600 a month for that bitch with half a car.
If you uncrimp the door skin and just took the door skin off.
I've got a picture of it somewhere.
So all that's there is the inside frame and the door panel, but you can see all the inner workings from the outside.
Oh, there are cables fucking hanging out of that son of a bitch that swing in the wind. It's like a noise maker.
The vapor barriers flopping around.
You can say this. I've got true humility. I can drive around that motherfucker and look at people and say, hey, man, I don't give a shit right now. It's just not a priority. That shows you how
you drive around and people go, that guy don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Right now, it's just not a priority. I'm dealing with a dad. I'm dealing with life. You know,
we don't have inspections like that here.
We
don't have safety inspections. We don't have emissions. We have none of that here. If you can fucking crank it and drive it, and you lay a windshield wiper, if you tape a windshield wiper to the hood so that you have one, you can drive it. If you take that windshield wiper off, you're illegal. It doesn't have to work. It just has to be there.
In Huntsville, man.
You don't have to have tail lights, blinkers, brake light. You don't have to have any of that. Hand signals are still legal, but you have to have headlights if you drive at night.
Correct. Or you'll get pulled over and over again and eventually get a DUI.
That's why Alabama is full of piece of shit cars.
And you don't have to be insured, right? And there's some loophole.
You have to be insured.
You do?
You
Okay.
have to be insured, or you have to have what's that other thing called?
Liability?
No, you have to have a bond. You have to have a bond. But it's pretty much the same thing. It costs about the same. You either have to be insured or bonded.
At least John doesn't park in his front yard, though.
I park in my front yard, fucker.
I know.
I'm literally straddling the sidewalk that leads to my front door right now, so I could just get out and step on the sidewalk and walk in.
Dude, on top of that, I need to replace my starter. If it wasn't for Richard, he's got this little portable jumping device, which is fucking amazing. And I know Kyle just talked about his battery, but at Amazon for like $60, you can buy this little charger, like a phone charger. I've got it over there, but it's got 2 jumper cables that plug into it.
Yeah.
And that thing jumps your car. I have to use it to jump my car because my starter, I went to get a battery for it, and they say my battery's still holding the charge. And if I take it to get my starter, I've got to just leave it and fuck with getting it fixed, which I probably should do. I'm about at the suck it up point to where I just get back in gear and do that. I just hadn't focused on it.
It'd be nice if you sucked it up, John.
I know it would be. I need to suck it up on like 4 or 5 major things. I'm working towards them.
Yeah. You need tires too, by the way.
They're not even on the working up to list. One's going to blow up and then I'll get tires. That's how that game plays.
Rob,
it's going to blow up and take the front fender off.
It's going to be driving around with the donut wheel for the next 2 years.
Hey, I've done that. I drove around in a fucking Chevy Cavalier that was 3 different colors with a donut on both sides in the back for probably 2 years.
John will try
either that or get a motorcycle.
I was poor, dude. It was what it was. That's
yeah, dude. I went from like an $8 to $10 grand a month job to nothing for a long time. Well, that's make maybe $400 or $500 off YouTube, but I was like making
about a half hour after we get off this stream.
I was dead, man. It was just I've been fortunate to have family be able to help, but it's just it sucks. And I'm at the age where I can't really go back, and I'm not willing to go back and deal with the stuff that I've dealt with for 30 years. I want to kind of create something, not on the internet, but create something different in a consulting way or something. I'm working on it. I'll get
Stevie,
there.
You want to
John, if you'll be quiet for about 5 minutes, I'll be nutting here shortly.
Oh, look at you. Is that Vero?
Yeah, Joseph Hero.
What?
I said,
Shane's
Stevie,
got a fetish, a Joseph Vero fetish.
Say it.
I said, if you want deep cut, Stevie, I can see John doing ding fries are done.
What's that now? I didn't pick up on that one.
Oh,
Todd, I bet they fucking run it if they bring you here, though.
dude, Joseph Firo is a very good looking man.
Yeah.
And also, he's another dude, one of the nicest dudes.
He is.
Very nice.
One of the absolute nicest dudes.
Oh,
And-
speaking of which, Stevie, have you seen the Tops Knives Pontiacs?
Maybe.
It's designed by Chris Pontius, Party Boy.
Don't know who
Oh,
that is.
legit from.
Yeah, it's a hatchet, and they named it the Pontiacs.
Oh.
Apparently, he's a big knife guy.
Yeah, someone said that. I heard that.
Yeah, they just released a hatchet called the Pontiacs.
Yeah, good.
It
Nice.
just looks like every other tactical hatchet in the world, but you know. Yeah. He was one of my favorite jackasses.
Yeah, he's mine too. Guys, I'm gonna cut out. I'm gonna go to bed.
Are you're at home? It looks like, right, brother?
Do what?
Are you at home for a little while?
No.
No,
You gonna show
that's
us
the
a knife
trailer.
where you go?
Are you in a room?
No, I'm in my trailer.
John, shut
Oh.
up. Are you gonna show us a knife where you go?
I don't have it here.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were reaching for it earlier.
Mm-mm. I was reaching for it.
when I showed that
Nice
Joseph
trailer,
Barrow
dude.
picture.
Yeah.
Well, good night and fuck you, Ryan.
All right.
Have a good night, brother. Thanks for jumping on, dude.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Later,
by the
guys.
way,
Love
Ryan, I appreciate you for last night, buddy.
y'all. Hey, anytime, bro.
Yeah,
Y'all
man.
have a good one.
Later, brother.
See you, brother.
Later.
That's a good human being right there.
I follow this account that has all these "fuck you, Ryan" memes,
Yeah.
and I constantly send them to Ryan. They're like it'll be like a nice video and then just abruptly end with "fuck you, Ryan."
Dude, there for a while, my Instagram algorithm was nothing but gay Kyle jokes. Because I'd send him to Kyle. I don't think he ever replied to a single one of them either.
Wonder why.
Yeah.
Do you want to check my real quick
And then it
Instagram
switched from
scroll?
that to gay electrician jokes. And I sent
Oh.
all those to Ryan.
Those are the best.
They are the best.
Let's look at some knives for a sec. Oh no.
That's insane, Palmer.
Look at
You
my
can get
home
a
screen.
sticker here.
Let's see what Instagram's feeding me tonight. Colin McGuire, yes. Great maker out of Maine. I have his EDW.
I like that one. Oh yeah, Lynch put out a 12th Man clip.
12th Man. Okay. Because
Seahawks.
they're doing really well, right? I'm out of
The
the loop.
Seahawks?
Yes.
They won a couple games this year and doing pretty good.
Yeah. They do all right.
JSN's the truth, man.
They
Let's go
should
to
be
Jim.
good, though, because the fucking Marlboro man's grandson is quarterback in the team. So hard to beat that.
Did y'all know Jacob Creates is having all his knives made by Millet now?
Hey, F that guy. He copied my knife.
Not Javon, I'll tell you something later. Not all of them.
Okay.
Who's that?
I don't know.
That's Ed Harrison 20 years ago.
It is, yeah.
That's somebody probably because I follow Jason's tattoos and I'm getting suggested. Every now and then I get.
Palmer Collins said Colin McGuire is not out of Maine, Javon. He's Northwest Rhode Island. As if all
Rhode
that shit.
Island, Maine. I'm terrible at geography. You're
As
right.
if you couldn't kick a soccer ball and it bounced across all those states at once, but whatever.
You're right. Oh God, somebody is doing Valentine's stuff. I'm not going to heart that.
I do like the Micro Tech, his and hers Valentine's
Look at
set.
those colas.
I thought that was pretty unique.
Yum.
Who's that?
That?
That's the Cannabis Connection and Huckleberry Hills Farms. Second generation, Humboldt County, brother.
Humboldt County.
All right, John, I'm going to bounce too.
If
Why are you
y'all have
bouncing,
ever
Brian?
been
You're on Eastern time. I'm sorry. No, you're not.
Yeah.
later, dude.
Later,
Stay
guys.
warm, brother.
See you, Kyle.
Night, dude. Thanks for putting up with me. John's boyfriend.
I used to, for side money, I used to take trips down to Humboldt County once a month.
Really?
Drive there and back.
And
once
just
a month.
drive for him?
I watched that documentary, dude. That used to be a dangerous ass place, didn't it?
Look, what I'll say is, I allegedly would just drive to a motel. Someone would come knock on the door, ask if they could borrow my car for 20 minutes, leave, come back with it, and then I just drove home and would park it somewhere. And
I got you.
I don't know.
Get it detailed,
and
trunk
yeah.
vacuumed out, that kind of shit.
It's still a dangerous place. I agree.
Yes.
I watched the documentary the other day, though. Like it's drying up, it's dying.
I spent about 3 weeks there.
It's I mean, the industry has changed, so it's still Eureka.
Yeah,
They're multi-generations.
They took the one thing that an American could make himself rich off of and turned it into a corporate moneymaker too, didn't they?
Yeah, but no, some of the coolest. I'm not surprised that was Humboldt County. I know a dude that's got a family farm out there. I don't know if it's. I haven't talked to him for 10+ years, but going and seeing like the full-on operations down there was mine. My buddy's farm is where the Jack Herrera strain originated from.
I thought it was odd when I watched that documentary how like all the legitimate business is drying up because all the pot money's gone.
Yeah.
Restaurants, gas stations, everything is just dying because all the pot money's gone.
Yeah, they pulled it out. I don't know why they did it in Alabama overnight. My drinks that I used to drink, my THC sodas that I like so much, no more. I have to drive 20 minutes to Tennessee to get them.
They did make for kind of shitty live streams.
Yeah, of course they did. They're not for you, dude. They're for the audience of 2 or however many.
Yeah.
Usually for me, and I'll probably go back to Friday nights at some point because I used to do these because I wasn't working at all. Now I do from 2 to 6 a few days a week, but I am off on Wednesdays. I plan it that way.
I got to make a run real soon, like within the next day or two myself. So.
Well, I can send you something if I need to.
No, I got the funds. I've had a really, really good run locally lately. Like probably the best month I've ever had, in all honesty. And the crazy thing was it was stuff that was made. Like I just had to touch up the handles and ship it out. I've been really blessed. I broke 4 digits in one day. I don't think I've ever done that before.
Nice.
But, it's great. And to get that local recognition is really nice too.
Yeah, and I've still got an exciting amount of orders waiting locally. So
nice.
Yeah. But that if you guys don't remember that homestead clip point that I posted with the God of War scales, that knife was responsible for me changing my mind about sending those knives to Alaska.
Yeah.
I laid it on the table beside those thugs, and that's when I realized
you evolved.
I can do way better than that. There's no reason for me to sell this. So, yeah,
I think that's so commendable. Most people would just say Gen 2 coming up.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I've told Stevie this before, and he doesn't necessarily always agree with me. If I never sell a knife there, that's okay too. You know, I had the opportunity, but until I'm comfortable that I can send 10 of the best things I've ever done to be put in front of strangers' faces, I don't want to do it.
Totally get it, man. Totally get it.
Luke.
That's awesome.
I'm talking about money I've made in excess of my bus station blowjob money.
Plus money.
Yeah. Knife making doesn't leave near as bad a taste in my mouth.
Oh.
The Klamath River is full of gold.
Oh, yeah.
It really. Cool. The problem with panning for gold, though, is that the labor hours you put into it, unless you just get really lucky, is really not worth it, is it?
I mean, there's still a fair amount of people getting lucky these days.
Are there? Huh. You remember that episode of CSI where that guy killed that other guy for selling him the gold mine? And then he realized that the guy loaded 12 gauge buckshot shells with panned gold and shot it into the walls of this cave.
Oh.
And then took the guy there and showed him, look, there's gold. And the guy paid him a bunch of money for it.
Where was that? I just came in the back end of that.
It was an episode of CSI.
I got you.
But yeah, he just loaded a couple of shotgun shells with just little tiny pieces of gold and shot it into the rocks and sold the mining rights to a guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a funky area, Toyota.
Yeah. A few ounces in his pocket. Isn't a few ounces is a pretty good bit of money?
Yeah.
Because silver's really high right now too, right?
Someone was just talking about that, yeah.
Somebody told me it was like over 100 an ounce or something.
You probably heard about it because John trades in it and he talks about it to everybody that comes in that store.
I don't listen to anything John said. When John told me to hush, I was done with that motherfucker.
Yeah,
I came in here to spend money and he hushed me when I walked in.
He's hard, man. He's hard to be. I stay on one side of the store and just do my thing.
You got
Huh?
You got hushed?
We were talking amongst ourselves as I opened the door. And as soon as I opened the door and he heard my voice, he hushed me. Because he was at work, but he was on speakerphone. Well, don't be on fucking speakerphone. You're there to serve the public.
I agree with Shane.
Yeah. I was done with him at that moment. I like tape, but
What's funny to me is I'm in a unique position where I don't need it at all. I mean, literally, and so I've had to bite my tongue a couple of times. I'm just not saying I'm peace out, you know. But instead, I'm going to give you constructive criticism. You ready for it? He's like, yeah, go ahead. And I was like, yeah, the way you do that's really fucked up. You know, you can ask me to do things, I'll happily do them, but I'm going to tell you when they're inefficient. I'm going to tell you why. You want to know how to fix it? And he just kind of.
Did he get mad at you because it took you 30 minutes to shred some paper?
He thought it was going to take me like 4 hours.
Yeah, and he was mad that John saved him 3.5 hours of payroll.
He's crazy. He's insane. He's like, well, did you get it all? I was like, yeah. I go, why? I go, because your process is wrought with fucking inefficiency. I got through this whole thing of shredding it. Documents. The funny thing, Stevie, is he's got this old industrial shredder. He was telling me about it, how to work it. This is an old industrial printer or shredder. And he showed me how it's just got a switch. You push the switch one way, it grinds. If it gets bound up, you push the switch the other way and it feeds it out. And that's how you'll find your threshold. So he walks out and I'm going to find my threshold right away because I don't want to put any less than we'll fucking go through, right?
We're going to jam it up right off the bat, see what this
I was going through trying to find it, and I jammed it one time. I backed it up, like he said, came out fine, took a little paper off, boom. So I started off again, and it was going through too quick, and I knew, okay, I'm not at my threshold. I got to find out what it feels like. The second time I jammed it, and it was about 10 minutes. He walked back there, he was like, hey, man, take it easy on the machine. It's old. I was like, hey, man, I'm older than the machine. I am taking it easy on it. I'm finding my fucking threshold. You told me I've got to find it. And he just kind of backed out of this little room, you know? And so, and the reason I thought I was about to be done with it, because all the files I found my threshold, and then I was just like feeding fucking candy to a baby, man. It was just running through. And then I got to these little business card boxes that were full of what looked like paper footballs that had about 8 staples in each one. Well, they were the credit card receipts for each week. He would go and he'd get his credit card receipts and he'd wrap them up, cover them real tight, put a rubber band around it and staple them. And the industrial shredder will eat staples, but these little football packets bound up when I first put it in. So I was like, oh fuck. So I had to like a clam, dude. I'd have to take my fret and get it cut so I could just pry the motherfuckers apart. If I had a lighter, I would have started a fire.
This is how he stores his credit card receipts.
Yeah. So, and I walked out after because that took me as much time as shredding everything out. 30 minutes are gone. I walked out and started walking over to where I take pictures. He's like, hey, man, did you finish that? I was like, yeah, I'm done. I was like, hey, man. He's like, what? I was like, the downside of having me do menial things is I'm going to tell you when you're wrought with fucking inefficiency. And I said, you want to know something? I said, why do you staple those little paper footballs in little places where they won't fit in the gut? Why do you put staples in your receipts anyway? He goes, John or Javon, those have got to be kept secure for customer safety. I was like, John, you have me close $10,000 gates on each of these windows. You lock this window up. You've got these in a Tupperware in the back of the shop locked up. You secured them. You don't have to individually secure them from aliens and mice that are going to come through there. You fucking idiot. I mean, he's just like.
That dude is why Javon's hate arc has ascended in the last few months.
Well, him and his customers. I had nobody ask about HRC. Engineers, they don't know. When we look at Benchmades, they're like, why is this one more expensive? And they buy Benchmades. These are Benchmade buyers. Engineers, they don't know. They're not cutting things. It's just a different breed of people, man. And I think he's fostered. I think you foster your people. And I think you have to be a case dealer. You have to deal with different people because they're different than me. I'm different than most people. Who am I kidding? But yeah, he's an interesting one.
I gotta jump off here, fellers.
We're not far from closing up, dude.
Yeah, I'm about done too.
You're welcome anytime. I love having you. Maddie is and Sharif is. Tuesday nights are just to hang. I'll just put links in the chat and see who gobbles it up. We'll do that one time. I'll risk my channel for that. But I will hunt you down. Don't let my size fool you.
Didn't somebody else threaten to hunt us recently?
What?
Didn't somebody else threaten to hunt us recently? Oh yeah, Grumpy Grunt threatened to hunt people recently.
Oh yeah,
that was the most unhinged. That was the most unhinged, embarrassing fucking thing I've ever watched.
He gets in his feels.
He needs mental health.
Well,
it's too bad, man.
I say that because I need it too. But
we all do. Well, we all don't need to be fucked around by the media. There's the media is turning everybody.
I camera on and act that way.
Yeah, that's media and Donnie. I mean, I get it. You feel like you gotta, express yourself. I agree with quite a bit of what Grumpy had to say. I can't let things.
Yeah, I agree with things that he says too, but I just don't think it's a good idea. I got the impression, I felt like what he was saying was when he was talking about packing up all his shit and getting into action. Like I felt like he was saying he was getting ready to go kill people that don't agree with him. I just feel like that's dangerous to say on the internet. You didn't feel that?
I didn't hear him say that.
Okay. All right. I just wondered.
I've never have, Rob, but I'm checking him out right now. Franken. Have y'all heard of Franken Forge?
Hopefully he got it out of his system and it helped him a little bit. I just hate seeing people that are that
triggered.
Yeah.
It's not healthy. It's not good.
Right.
So
did anybody see the stream last night? It had a title that looked incendiary, but I didn't check it out.
Oh, the FI pocket metal.
Yeah,
he's used that for the last 2 weeks. But that's cool, man. He'll have to back ice. He'll have to like whatever. But he's also a mentally unstable bitch. But
yeah, I will agree with the fuck ice. But I'm just not going to be having live streams dedicated to it.
Hey, I agree with that too. And I'll tell you somebody who's unemployed. I get in my feed and in my email that I'm getting recruitment. I'm getting targeted to be recruited to be in ICE. I'm sure they wouldn't take me for my age, but that's where these people are coming from.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, I just nodded into my mic.
I made the choice about a month ago to not pay attention to headlines because I have a lot of people who are very near and dear to me who are immigrants. Some of them legal immigrants, some of them illegal immigrants. So I went to the source to ask how it's affecting their life. And there are facets, there are pockets of federal agents that I can agree. Fuck those people. But
talk to Ryan Ellis. He witnessed it.
Ryan's actually the one that got me started. When I heard Ryan's story, I just started calling people, mostly in the automotive industry, people that I've known for years and think the world of. think that we need
What a
10
cheater.
million. I honestly believe we need 10 million more of those people in our country. And it was a little disheartening. I'll admit that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I got no love for unconstitutional bullshit. So
Me neither. On
But-
either whoever the
but
fuck's doing it.
I just don't. Yeah.
But I'm not going to bash an entire agency or whatever over what some of them are doing. No different than I would bash an entire race of people because one of them, gave me some kind of impression. But
Yeah,
That's
but
a
in
beautiful
that
night.
situation, to me, one bad apple spoils the bunch. So,
I get that, especially as far as public perception goes. You're 100% right. Yeah, because I dealt with that for years too, just being a mechanic.
Sure.
People's wives have been places that were financially taken advantage of, and I made damn sure that never happened to anybody at my shop. Or if I was at a different shop and other people worked with me, I made sure that didn't happen. So I get it.
Spent over 15 years running a plumbing company. Everybody thinks plumbers are crooks.
Right.
I get it. But
and all it takes is that one that makes bank on a call because they know they can to make Steve Phillips look bad.
Right.
It's the same way with me. It takes one bad mechanic to make me look bad.
So are we all pilgrims? Is that what makes us different?
I'll say this, John. I don't know if we're all pilgrims. We're all the enemy, though. We are all the target of evil. I don't give a shit who you voted for. They're all evil. They're all evil.
I agree.
They all want us to be the victims of that. So
true that. And on that note,
love you, Stevie.
Love you, Stevie. See you, buddy.
Deuces, y'all. Have a good night.
Okay, brother. EDC Roundtable, everybody. Come here, Tim.
Yes. Later, y'all.
Later, brother. Have a good week.
Yeah. I want to say one last thing. It's not controversial, but I think it's sad that there are people out there who have no idea that we think, feel, or believe the way that we do. They just assume that we feel a certain way, so they hate us because of that. That's crazy, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I guess because I'm older, I don't lump people together in any kind of grouping situation that a lot of people have had us think, or at least I was raised to group people subconsciously or not together. But it is sad, and I think a lot of the culprit is media, and it's controlled by the people who are, I think, a big entity. It's all tied together for corruption and evil to use us as a resource.
Jeffrey Dawson, I agree. You can't fight and change the laws on a sidewalk.
And they want us to be divided. If the nation came together and said this is wrong, it would be more detrimental to the powers that be, that if we're out here fighting amongst stupid shit that they've told us matters, while the bad shit's going on right in front of us, and it's affecting both sides equally shitty.
Be shady.
Be shady. I forgot to look at his Instagram, but I didn't get to any of my things. See, it doesn't matter if I have a show lined out to go through and do. It's going to go where it will.
To begin with.
Yeah, dude. It's different from others, but I just watched how. What's the word I'm looking for? How planned, like even Cole's is. It seems like it's not, but he knows when he's going to look at Blade Binge. He knows when he's going to Blade HQ and shopping and all the stuff.
Well, the great thing about having a plan, John, is when a live stream happens sporadically.
Well, that's the way we came up on live streams and Grateful Panics. It wasn't about the content.
You can use that plan next week when you don't know what you're going to talk about.
Well, and let the people, what's on their mind, be what we all talk about, because maybe it helps them get through what's on their mind, right? That's what it's about. Right. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, I talk about knives every day to myself. And actually on live streams, it's the closest. Well, I work and talk to people in real time, but I'm talking to myself really right now. The cats are looking at me like I'm crazy, but I've got y'all here.
Richard,
so I get immediate feedback.
I'm not holding on to your knife, buddy. I I don't know if you hear earlier when I showed that picture of my foot. That's pretty recent. It wasn't this bad. I've not been very mobile. And when I told you I would go get it the next day and get it shipped, I also realized it has not been lasered. So I will go get it tomorrow and get it to the laser guy. And as soon as he gets it lasered, I'll get it shipped out to you. So I apologize. I've not accomplished anything for a couple of weeks.
Richard's got a question for you.
What? I just answered it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Literally, the last thing I accomplished was grinding the bevels on that knife. That's the last thing I've been able to do. And I'm not just going to blame my health. I had some. I don't want to talk about it. John knows some of it, but I had some very traumatic,
serious
family drama going on, and it's kind of kept me from being able to do anything. Hopefully, that's over. So,
Rob, it's funny how we all learn, or how history reenacts what it's. I don't even go into it, but I've learned a lot of great things in AA, but my sponsor did tell me you got to unplug from 24-hour news. And by that, I unplug from all news. I get it on headlines on YouTube. I get it on my watch. I have Google alerts set. So I'm not just totally out of the dark, but I don't focus on people talking about it because it's all depressing.
I started to do a video recently, John. I think you and I touched on it in a private conversation, but and it's sad that I feel like it might be important, but if you have young people in your life, if you're not 1,000% confident that they know, now is a really good time to have a conversation with them. Not a conversation to try to sway their opinion, but just a conversation about how to keep themselves safe, how to react in certain situations. And I'll just say it with law enforcement, because I had no idea how the internet has trained these young people to act, and the things that they taught them are okay that are not.
I'm glad you're talking about
Even if
this.
you disagree with them, you need to let your young people know what to and what not to do to keep them safe.
To stay alive.
Because a lot of these people they're not evil people. They think they can do what they're doing, and people are getting hurt, and it's tragic. So whether you agree with anything I believe in, but I'm 99% sure you don't even know what I believe. But yeah, man, make sure your young people are informed and safe. If you try to put your politics on them, they're not going to listen.
And social media doesn't think of them as people; they think of them as numbers, right? So they don't mind.
I've talked to 3 people under the age of 25 who legitimately believed that Ice Agents have no legal jurisdiction. They have no enforcement. They're not law enforcement. And whether you agree with what they're doing or not, your young people need to understand
their constitutional powers.
There are repercussions of making mistakes when interacting with those people, whether it's right or not. There are repercussions to that. So just make sure you're safe. Your young people are safe, and yeah.
Well, my daughter's very active, and I've asked her, please don't go. There's no need to put yourself in that situation for a lot of different reasons. But I understand, because you have the right to protest, and it's needed, but not by you. I'd rather somebody else do it, which is hypocritical, but it's the truth. It's dangerous. It could be very dangerous, especially if you're young, like I was.
Yeah.
I put myself in the situation. If I was 24 and this was going on, regardless of what side I was on, I would be involved in it.
I'm sure you would.
Times have changed so much to where it's serious.
Yeah. Sharif, you say, and you're right, but they're not going to do that. Like, none of us would back up. If your internet went off today and stayed off, you'd freak out just like I would.
And these kids
it's all part of our lives. We literally live with it. Sometimes we live by it. So they're not going to do that. So it might be a good idea to have a conversation.
That's like telling them don't do drugs.
Of how to keep themselves safe in certain situations with certain people with guns.
Like, show us your hands is put your hands up.
Yeah.
And don't move them. Don't twitch them. Don't go for your inhaler.
You can't argue your case on the sidewalk. You're going to lose. There's a time and place for that, and it sucks that you.
No, and the great thing about that is you want to be arrested, peacefully. So you go to jail and you can have your time in court to see if you get any consequences because of that arrest. But when they're dragging a bunch of people off, arresting them peacefully, they don't get hurt, hopefully. And we don't have to go into those conversations.
Without even touching on the ISIS, I'll tell you one thing I'm upset about, John. A guy that I didn't vote for.
Neil Young nailed it.
A guy that I didn't vote for won a presidency. And I was okay with it because of something that, a few things he stood for I agreed with. But I distinctly remember him saying that he was going to streamline and ease the process of good people becoming American citizens, and I haven't seen that. And it
no.
So, as a Republican, if you're not mad about that, then you probably have some humanity issues. Maybe that's a little harsh. I apologize for saying that, but that was the promise that I was more concerned with than I was with sweeping up illegals. They're really good people. I spent time with some of them today. There are really good people in this country who have done everything right, who are scared to death because family members of theirs who have also done everything right. They never had as much as a traffic violation. Going to their citizenship court date and being handcuffed and deported. That's not right. That's not what I voted for. But I voted for Kennedy, so make fun of me if you want to, but I just had my conscience couldn't let me do anything else. So,
Sharif, you're spot on. And what's scary is there's so many young people. We all have kids that age, or a lot of us do. And there are so many kids out there, but for all of them to think that way, and a lot of them do, it's scary for the future. Because again,
I'm not trying to convince y'all or
the youth wants to change things as they should, but the power and the way that technology has shifted, it can kind of control the narrative, and I think it makes it harder for the voice on the street to really matter. I think the die has been cast, and
Sharif, it is weirdly. I mean, me and Stevie talk about it all the time. That we are all a test group. There's never been a group of friends like us who met this way and bonded this way. We don't know where this ends. This could end horrifically for all we know. You know, this has never happened before. And it's weird. And we get mad at each other, but we're all still learning our way through it. Like, I don't know how to be a good friend to Sharif McGinnis. I ran into him at Blake Show. It's the only time I've ever been in his presence. You know, so this is different. And we're all having to learn it together.
Yeah, our connections are a lot deeper than normal connectivity 10 years ago would allow us to be.
Right.
And for some of us that are my age,
I know things about Sharif that I don't know about people that I grew up in the same town with.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying they're any less real.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of realness to what goes on.
I think what I'm getting at is our psyches haven't evolved perfectly to understand what we're doing right now.
We're test subjects,
and that's why I've been hanging out at the Driven Street performance, because I realized that not having face-to-face human interaction was it wasn't healthy for me, and I needed that, so that's why I'm doing it. But have I seen your belly button, Lou? If I haven't, I'd like to. But yeah, it's weird times, y'all. Even the good parts are weird if you really think about it. You know, the fact that me and John have become close is not near as weird as the fact that me and Kyle have become close. Because I can go see John. I've never been in Kyle's presence, but
I feel like I know Kyle almost as
I'm as close to Kyle as I am any friend I've ever made, and that's weird, dude.
But it's not just from y'all do have this kind of communication backstage and stuff, which I mean, phone calls are great, and I got Derek highlighted here, but there's a lot of value in talking on the phone. We all hate it. We've all kind of been programmed not to want to do it, you know, to kind of, at least I don't like talking on the phone, but it's healthy. It always feels good.
I enjoy talking on the phone, but I can tell you this: if you call me and I don't call you back, that is a pretty shitty thing for a friend to do, even if it's an internet friend. But every time, I can tell you the reason for that. I get so wound up in my shit that sometimes I don't have the mental capacity to be the friend that I need to be.
And
that's
that's
what it is, man.
I'm the same way, and the way I tell my mom, because she'll ask why I'm distant sometimes, it's because if I get into that place, I feel like I'm going to bring my negativity into somebody else's life, and I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I know it's going to pass,
Right.
but it's just, it sucks, you know. But there's some great people out there that are great friends. Derek's one of those people. Richard's one of those people. There's people that check on.
It's unfortunate that if bad laws are being passed, but that is the way it's supposed to work. I would rather, I know this sounds horrible, but I would rather bad laws be passed to be the means of an end than people getting hurt.
Rob.
Than people getting hurt because they thought they knew the law because they learned it on TikTok. That's only going to get worse, y'all.
And
if you have somebody you're close to and you're capable of having a conversation with that's under the age of 25, I think you would be shocked. Like I said, do not try to have an argument with them or sway them, but I think you would be shocked to find out not what their beliefs. I don't know how to word this. You'd be shocked to find out what they believe the law
to be
is.
real versus something that you would think is so fictional.
Right.
What happens is, I'm going to leave it at this.
There's people now that think you can get pulled over and you don't have to get out or show your driver's license.
Yeah, it's because
until you ask for a supervisor and he shows up. That whole supervisor thing's a convenience. They can have you fucking yanked out of your car, tased, handcuffed, possibly shot if you act wrong before a supervisor ever gets there. That's not how that works, man.
And they're not doing it because
I'm only bringing it up. I don't want to argue it. I'm only bringing it up. Keep your young people that you care about safe. That's all I'm saying.
And the internet, Sharif nailed it. He's adapted to it, been around it. If you don't think the powers that be have seen the power of it, as soon as we all went, wow, and started to realize how to harness it. If you look at the people in these cities, protests aren't organic anymore. Nope. They used to be organic. They're organized by people.
If I was 30 years old, John, I'd probably take that job. When I found out what they're making.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know if that was true until I watched the actual research into it, and they're government funded.
Yeah, dude, what a powerful tool to control your citizenship.
Yeah.
If you can put this group speak in their mind and then get them to actually act. That's what was it? Ultra 7 or whatever, who was trying it with acid to see if it could get group speak. Well, they found their way. This is better than acid.
Absolutely.
For being able to control people's behavior.
This is the most powerful and corruptible tool for evil that there has ever been.
Without a doubt.
And it's also a powerful tool for good. We're just not
saves a lot of lives. And some people are. It's not everybody, but if you think government, or if we want to call them government, if you want to think the powers of the elite aren't manipulating it for its most nefarious capabilities, we're all living in a dream world. MK Ultra, thank you, Elite Lurker.
MK Ultra was a grain of sand compared to the power of the internet.
They brought us Ken Casey. Thank you, MK Ultra.
Literally a grain of sand compared to the corruptible power that the internet has created.
Exactly. I mean, because they think how many people they can reach and influence.
Yeah.
Just with your algorithm. Your algorithm is your.
I tell you that all the time. If you have a somebody that you know, and y'all highly disagree on everything, and this is not a joke, do your friendship with that guy a favor and just switch phones.
Yep.
For an hour, just scroll through his phone.
You'll understand why they think that.
You'll understand why he believes what he believes, and then you'll figure out why you believe what you believe.
And coming from the ad tech world, I've talked about something. When I go to Instagram, I'll have ads tonight that have something's listening. I've got smart devices, so I know that. But if ad tech's been doing it, government's doing it much better, or the elite are doing it much better with much less oversight.
Right.
So they do know the name of the person at the end of the IP. They do know what they think. I mean, I could go on and start a channel about this shit, and I'm not that deep into it. I just am a realist.
I'm only upset about it because lives are being lost and friendships are being destroyed because of this.
And the country's being jeopardized. I mean, there's so much to be, but you're right. At the basic core, keep it simple. Those are reasons enough to say enough's enough.
Yeah. I literally lost friends the day of this past election.
I had people
over the fact that they thought I voted for somebody. Now, I'll be completely transparent. When I voted for Kennedy, there was zero chance in hell of him winning Alabama. It didn't matter. But I more believed what he said than I did the other two, so I voted for him. It didn't matter, but it was a little bit out of spite.
Why? Tell me this. If we're a democratic country or representative republic, why don't we have better candidates?
I don't know.
Why doesn't it feel? Because everybody feels the same way about everybody's like, lesser of two fucking evil.
I can tell you why. One reason why I believe why. You want better candidates, so that means better people, correct? Good. I don't think good people want that much corruptible power. I think you have to be a sociopath. Just like I was used to talk about with your special forces guys.
But what attracts the masses like us to those
desire
people?
To do that? So you can't expect chaotic good out of those people. They were fucking sociopaths. They wanted a job killing people. Politicians are fucking sociopaths. They want a job manipulating.
You and the real Sharif are lined up.
Yeah, we all know Joe Rogan could win the next election if he wanted to. There's no doubt. I'm not saying it's a good idea or a bad idea, but he could.
Because he's got the reach in the name.
But he's not evil enough to want it, and I'm glad he's not.
Yeah, it's that job would be, and I'm still convinced, and I wasn't always like this, that when you take the office, they close the doors and the real people come in and tell you that you're, here for the photo ops.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because I used to, even a long time ago, before the political landscape got so bad, and we've turned this completely political. I apologize, John, but I used to do it all the time. If I was elected into office, regardless of what office, even if it's just a city council, and I owned a muffler shop, and a bill came across my desk, and depending on how I vote on that bill, my muffler shop could gain $1 million in income a year or lose $1 million in income a year. There's no doubt in my mind, as a fallible human being, regardless of what the rest of the bill said, I'm not going to sign a bill that causes me to lose $1 million a year. Even if it's the right thing to do. I'm a human being. I know I wouldn't have done it. And I don't think any of them can.
But in a way,
so that makes the whole system a failure to begin with. That it would literally take an unhumanly good person to make decisions that would negatively affect him.
But your situation is not unique in a vacuum. You are representing people in your city or depending on what you've got a district. So when you get elected, you're either running on business health or you're running on other causes.
I understand, but I think it scales from small town politics all the way to.
It does, but what I'm saying is, it's not only if it helps your business, you're going to vote on it. You're also helping every business that you pledge to look out for their interests. So by looking out for your own business interests, you're in essence looking out for the businesses that you represent. So that could be evil if you had a unique business, but it could also be looking out for your constituents.
I get it, but like I said, regardless of what the rest of the law said,
we're all lawyers, so that should tell you enough.
Or it costs other people their safety, or it costs help. It could cost people their lives. I don't know where the line has to be before you decide to cost yourself money.
That's what I'm going to name the live.
He's 100% right.
I'm going to name the live stream that.
What if nobody's around and it could benefit you, and that's why you chose to do it? I don't know. I don't know the answer because I'm not a psychologist or whatever. But
Rob, I've got a good friend I went to high school with. I've told this story before, but he ran for state senator and won. And he was only going to do it for the couple of years. He's a family restaurateur.
Swore he was only going to do it one term, right?
And I think he retired after 4 terms, but his restaurants he got rid of those during it. And now he's got like a spice company and he's pretty much set up. You know, when he came out, he was just a different, not his personality, but his economic reality was totally different.
Like Omar's wine company that makes no wine, they bottle no wine, they grow no grapes, they sell no wine.
My point is,
she's a multi-millionaire because of her wine company.
My point is that politics is so corrupt and lobbyists are so present that you could vote your conscience and you could vote everything morally down the road, and enough lobbyists are going to visit you that your moral sound, because of your beliefs, vote is going to align with the lobbyist who's offering you these things. So you're not going to change to not vote your conscience to go against the lobbyist. So I think you stand to gain. You can be really corrupt.
The question with each human being, John, is what is the dollar amount before it outweighs your conscience?
I think that's true.
With everybody, it's not the same, but with everybody, there's a dollar amount that's eventually going to outweigh your conscience. You're going to convince yourself that it's the right thing to do.
Because somehow you can help more people. Yeah, I know.
Jeffrey Dawson explained it perfectly. Now, there are people in this community that would call you an effing idiot for believing in any of that. I'm not going to mention any names, but he's exactly right. People are fallible. I used to be scared to death that my buddy Meathead was going to die and go to hell because I know if he believed in God. I was 54 years old before I had that conversation with him. And Meathead does believe in God, but he doesn't believe in church. And I'm not arguing that point with him because I get it. Because churches are full of people and people are fallible and people are the worst thing that ever happened to Christianity. So I get it, you know, and it's not just Christianity, it's politics. It's
the planet.
It's not making, it's not design. It's everything in our lives is fallible because people are involved in it.
And, you know, really, I think the root of that's greed.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Yeah.
Read your Bible, people. That's what we're going to leave, or your Quran or your.
Unless you think people are effing idiots for believing in any of that, then yeah, I agree. Read your Bible.
Oh, I mean, or read something
I started this conversation at the beginning, and I told you it felt like the sky opened up and dumped everything on me. It put the weight of every mistake I've ever made on me in one day. And when I tell you it was unbearable, dude.
And if I could reach through the phone, you know what I would have told you.
I know.
And that's not going to change the way you feel, though, so there's no need to tell you that.
Right. But when I took just a brief moment to take Stevie Phillips's advice, quit fucking laying there and suffering in it and face it, it was over. In minutes, it was over. And all that weight was gone. And it has literally changed my outlook on life. And if I don't continue forward on this path, I hope somebody calls me out on it. Because
I'll be checking on you and call you out on it.
I don't feel like I need checking on right now as far because I'm good. But yeah.
But just to hear it.
I don't know if you call it a divine intervention, if you call it an epiphany or what it was, but I think I learned more about myself and the world and everything today.
You came out of the storm, dude. It's one of those things that we all go through in different categories. I mean, not as violent a storm as you were going through, but it's something that human nature is to be an ostrich. Stick your head in the sand and hope it blows over.
Right.
It's never going to take care of itself.
Yeah.
I'm living proof of it. But, you know, it's the human condition to try to still procrastinate and hide from it.
Yeah.
It doesn't help it.
And I'm sure I'll do it again. I just hope, all I can hope for is that those time spans get shorter and shorter.
And you've come so far. I pray that you don't lose sight of the fact that you know it's going to pass.
Right.
You know this is just what you deal with, and fuck.
Yeah, sometimes I can't wait on it to pass. Sometimes I got to push it along.
I know.
You know, that was a lot of my problem, man. I asked Stevie, I don't know if I've already brought this up, but I asked Stevie today, and not only Stevie, I asked a couple of people this. and not now, guys. I'm 54. My health is bad, but 15 years ago, I'm not bragging, but you don't want to fuck with me. And I wouldn't think twice about throwing hands with any man on the planet. Probably wouldn't win, but I wouldn't think twice about doing it. But the thought of having a verbal confrontation with somebody that might affect feelings, I was scared to death of. And it has hindered me in my entire life. And that's what happened today. I finally got through that, fought through it, and one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. And it really wasn't that hard. You know what I mean? Once I knew I was doing the right thing, it went pretty easy.
Rob might have taken the title for tonight. And he shared a link, guys, that I just opened on my browser here to watch after the ads went through. And I'm going to watch it here in a little while. Y'all might want to check this out and see what you think about it. It looks to kind of resolve here.
Yeah.
Don't let the title throw you off. But guys, and don't be, it's not weak to lean on a friend to talk. That's not a sign of weakness.
I did a lot of leaning before this happened today. I was on the phone with damn near everybody I knew yesterday. So I didn't do this on my own. Yeah.
I know where I stand in your pecking order, bitch. I'm kidding. You know when you don't want to just hear somebody.
It was odd that they all chose to call me, knowing that I needed it when I didn't say so. But you know what you were standing in my pecking order, and that's not a sign.
I know, dude. I'm not. I'm giving you a hard time.
Yeah.
But guys, we're gonna bail out of here. It's been an interesting night. I've enjoyed it. I love having guests on to hang with us all. And I will one Tuesday night. I'm just gonna drop the link in the chat. And we get too many people, y'all have to wait backstage. But we can just all kind of expose ourselves, as long as you don't expose yourself on my channel, because I will come hunt you down. But guys, do me a favor.
Exposing myself.
You can expose yourself. We've seen you before. You got any parting words for these lovely people, brother?
Yeah, man. Let's all remember that all this shit will go away one day. But what's important is the relationships that we have with each other and the people around us. So think twice before ruining a relationship over a situation.
Amen. And I'll take that one step further. Forgiveness is huge. Sometimes people don't realize what they're doing. You don't have to forget anything, and you don't have to forget and go back to feeling the way you felt, but realize that people that are triggered to hate you, or what you perceive to be hate you, they're getting that from somewhere else. It doesn't just grow in a vacuum. So, and some it might, but give people, everybody deals with stressful situations differently. I don't think we should all expected to deal with it the same. Just know that we're all humans trying to figure it out, right? Even the people that you agree with the least are just trying to figure it out.
Just won the point of the day. He beat Rob out by that much. Be a gooder person tomorrow than you were today.
That's the AA way. Guys, with that, I love each and every one of you. Do look out for
you back stage, John, or something I want to tell you.
I'm going to stay back. I love you guys. Guy or gal to your right. Look out for the guy or gal to your left. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart and choose debate, not hate. I ought to do what Rob does. I think because I watched Rob, I was like, man, he's been live forever. He's still got 50 people in there. I turned his stream on. Rob, I need to find out this from you. You might have already left, but it was Monday night. That motherfucker just left his stream going, dude. People must have fallen asleep on the couch. He's getting views. He ain't there. Yeah. He's just going live with the music. Like if I left my night music on. But guys, I think that's funny. I love y'all. I do appreciate you. Peace.
See y'all.
Do you know that you're right or wrong? Do you know that you're right or wrong? Do you know that you're right or wrong?
Did it?
Not yet.
Oh.
Almost. I'm trying to hit end, but StreamYard's different.